Good morning. How we doing? We've got Paint It So. We've got Warpsmith Chris. Caddis with that sub for 39 months of support. Thank you so very much. How are you today? We've also got a Scott spinning. Paint It So also with the sub. Thank you so very much for 2 months of support. I appreciate it. And a Riot. We're blowing together. It was a bluzz day. How we doing? You hate trim painting? Oh, you are painting gleaming gold. You're gonna paint the panels instead. That's kind of the general thought, right? It's one or the other. I hate painting over metallic, so I always go with the trim, but it may be faster, yeah. Wasted Mind, hello, how are you? That we both welcome in. How are you doing? Slander's Master Knight isn't here today. Funny that, huh, Wasted Mind? Funny that. How are you? Alright, chat. We are going to continue to march for Macragge. We've got Centurions today. And I think the plan is kind of what we did yesterday, where we focus one boy down. And then when he's kind of mostly good, we move on to the rest of the squad. So yesterday, I did keep working on these. So we had the Desolation squad. They're not quite done yet, but they're close. I figured I would finish them up with the Centurions. So put some hazard stripes on a couple of them. Got more highlighting done. They're kind of down to like head, lenses, and then we gotta do basing before we do too much more. So that's what I've got. But today, this boy, because he's cool. Riot, thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate that. For 43 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And an Honor First. You feeling better today, Honor First? Welcome in. Should have gone with the Nerf gun colors. Yeah. They're goofy little guns. But I don't know. I don't mind the squad. They don't bother me as much as I thought they would, I think, by the time they're painted. Alright, let me get my reference image up here. Since we're basically box art for these boys, because they're already Ultramarines. And let's dive in, chat. So crappy, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you feel better here soon. I'm sorry. Mageson, good morning, how are you? The sub lounge seems to have disappeared. That's weird. I can force a refresh. For some reason, Discord has not been doing the, like, refresh sync automatically. And I don't know if I need to, like, unconnect it and reconnect it or what, but after stream, I can force a restart here. I know when Slam went up to a tier 2, I had to force a restart for him, so I don't know if that's part of it or what, but we'll take a look. That's weird, because you clearly have a sub badge, so... There's some big outages. Oh, maybe that's just what it is. Because I know Instagram wasn't working when I was trying to do my go live. Appears to be the authentication. Okay, maybe that's what it is. So hold tight. It could be part of that. Yeah, I was trying to do an Instagram post and I couldn't earlier, so... I didn't know how, like, far-reaching that was. The delights of Discord. Yeah, either way, the Discord still doesn't like to update on its own, which is frustrating. But so if anyone ever needs me to, like, refresh it, you just let me know. But it sounds like it may be part of a bigger thing this morning. But yeah, if anyone's trying to use Facebook and Instagram, I know those are down. It sounds like more things also down. Womp womp. Failbook is falling over too. That's fine. It can just stay there, honestly. But yeah, that's all. It's all connected. So okay. Just give her a piece of support on Fish King. Oh, that never got removed. You can still remove it. You can still get it. Oh, YouTube too? Ah, dang it. C Decker, hello. Discord's not working at all? Okay. Facebook products and Google products. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, well, hopefully Twitch doing okay today. Sly, hello. How are you? We're doing well. How are you? We're just diving into our next Ultramarines project. Trying to get all of our gold started. And apparently watching everything on the internet just go down today. Everyone having a good time of it. Yeah, I guess so. Do their DDoS attacks and maybe server infrastructure. Sounds sploot. It's just a sploot day. Big mood. Just a sploot day. Well, other than that, what's everyone up to today? I guess if we can do anything, what are we up to today? My plan today is probably just to finish what I can of these. And then start to get ready for recording day tomorrow. We're recording the February challenge, and I'm going to work on the next couple tutorials for the anime repaints. Got some more voiceover to do. Squeezel, hello, how are ya? I would point you guys to YouTube, but apparently it's not working, so I'll save that. Wait, so I can't access my online thermostat. They're going to make me walk downstairs to turn on the heat. The audacity. The audacity. They're just names on different systems. Just figured if everything's exploding. Squeezel and Macragge, how we doing today? Waking up? Sounds good. Thanks for coming to wake up with us. We're just starting with some gold today. We started some Ultramarines yesterday. We're going to add to them today. That's the plan. And then tomorrow is my YouTube day. Oh, it is working for you. Okay, well, if you guys want to, go subscribe before it blows up again. There it is. Tomorrow, my next repaint is going up. So the Piccolo that we repainted is going up. It's also going to be our first members-only tutorial going up along with him. So if you guys want to see how all of that works, how I'm going to be doing it going forward, you can see all that tomorrow. The next model we're doing like that will be Vashtor for my Chaos Army. So if you guys want to check that out, that is there. Oh, Saren, hello, how are you? Oh, maybe a regional, maybe. Either way, grab the YouTubes. That'll be tomorrow. We've been doing tutorials. We've been doing the community showcases. I've been throwing my YouTube shorts on there. Join us. Saren, what you up to today? We've got more blue. More blue. More chaos. That's right. Wasted Mind's favorite. Gosh darn it. Get out of here. This made it worse. Please leave. Vacate the area, gold. There. Apparently new paints from Vallejo. I saw that. I actually need to go back and rewatch a video. I saw it while I was on my phone, and I wanted to watch it on my computer. Paint, range and refresh season for everyone. I saw it was model color, which I don't know. I'm a little scared because I really like model color, and I don't know why it needed to change. So I don't know if it's just like a packaging rebrand, a formula redo. I'm a little scared because I use a lot of model color. But yeah, I didn't watch the video, so I don't know the details. Surcoat batch number 2, Army Painter Fanatic, now new model color from Vallejo. Yeah, I don't know when this model color actually came out. So I don't know how long it's been for the line, I guess. But yeah, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. Yeah, what if they destroy my black? I'll be devastated if the black changes. If any of it changes. I just really like how it dries, how it works. Model color changes a lot. I'm gonna be really scared. But if it's just like a packaging rebranding thing, that's fine. Robo Black is one of my least favorite colors. It's not black, it's dark gray. I super duper don't want them to touch model color black. Hey, Jesse. I picked Vallejo because they haven't refreshed the line in forever. Exactly. Exactly. Because it doesn't change. That's why I like it. Now you're changing it. And I like it. I guess we'll see. I'll wait and see. But I'm scared, Chad. I'm scared. I'm gonna stockpile all the black before the new stuff comes out. Nobody take it. It's mine. I'm gonna go get it after stream. Not much this morning, shading my Deathwing. Kind of sleepy, but good otherwise. Is there a difference between a follower and a member on YouTube? Sure. So the difference is kind of like Twitch. So a follower versus a subscriber. So a member on YouTube is a subscriber. Because YouTube calls their followers subscribers. So it's just a weird terminology thing. So a subscriber is a follower, a member is a sub. But if you guys have any questions about all that, let me know. I set up I think I just have the one sub tier at the $5 like Twitch. So if you guys are interested in the longer format, essentially I moved my Patreon to YouTube, is all that it is. So the stuff that you would normally get on Patreon, I'm throwing on YouTube because I think YouTube's going to be closer to what I wanted Patreon to be. So essentially that type of content is what it will be. Fear is the mind killer. It is. But also, don't touch my book. Don't touch that paint, please. We'll have to see. Alright. More gold. Anyone else doing some painting today? What do we got? Hobby-wise. I've got these boys. We can get this first one pretty much, like, knocked out here on stream. I'll feel pretty good about where we're at. Patreon keeps changing every season. Yeah, they did, like, their big refresh, and I hated it. As I was, like, trying to get back to it, and I'm just like, you know, I'm just not feeling it. It's not doing what I wanted it to do. It was a little scary because that is income, but I went ahead and I killed it. I old yellered it. And now we're going to move it all over to YouTube. So where the tutorials make sense, and I don't think they're, like, crazy out of date, I'm going to upload some of those as well. I think there's an airbrush one that I'm definitely going to move over. But yeah, I like that YouTube lets me kind of reach new people and then have the members-only stuff for those that are interested. So that's the plan. Signed up mass order model color violet red. Oh, wait, I might be. You all set, wasted mind. All set. I've not done a paint for nearly 3 days now. What a confession from Sly. What a confession. When I get to the end of tomorrow in one piece, I'll be happy, right? Get some normality again. Got a busy week. I know you've said it was a busy one. That's okay. You get to unwind with some painting after. As a treat. As a treat. Veritable, hello, how are you? I tried the whole merch thing, but no idea if that's a thing anymore. There's a Patreon store now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I saw things about that, but because I don't have, like, a physical product, I didn't really pay attention, but I don't know. It just wasn't what I wanted it to do. I'll expand on that in case anyone's interested in the YouTube membership. What I wanted Patreon to be was a way to do content for those who maybe can't make a Twitch stream. And I set it up before YouTube had memberships. So that was the intent, was just another way to do content. And if you couldn't make the Twitch stream, you could come do stuff with us there. YouTube is going to let me build my audience while also having the exclusive stuff. And that was kind of what Patreon was missing. So that's why we're doing it, and I hope it works better for how I wanted to use Patreon, if that makes sense. Let's see, big decisions pending. Okay, meeting with owners, investors tomorrow. Gotcha. I hope all that goes well. I could see how that's a stressful week. Tony, thank you for lurking. I had ADHD paralysis all last night, so I got nothing done. Maybe tonight. I feel that. I hate those nights. They do happen, though. Let's see, last night, what did I do? I watched Scott Zoom Zoom with his racing stream. I started Mario RPG, and it's very cute so far. I only did the first, like, couple little sections, but it's very cute. So I will play more of that. It was just real easy to play while I was watching. Also went back to Power Wash Sim, and I did the Rogodorn. And I got most of the knight, but I am down to, like, the last little bits under his, like, shoulder armor that were being a pain. So I'm gonna finish that today. And then I just have the Thunderhawk left. My anxiety meds make me hyper-focused 10 times worse. That's interesting. Liam, thank you. How are you? I didn't hear that. These sound alerts are making me crazy. Sometimes I hear them, sometimes I don't. Welcome on in. I wonder if it's because the applause was right after. I wonder if it's I don't know. I don't know, but welcome in. What you up to today? Getting your stuffs together? We are working on more Ultramarines. We're gonna get these little Centurions together. We're gonna get this boy mostly done today, and then depending on time, we'll work on brothers. Get the rest of them caught up. Victoria Patrick, welcome in. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. We are working on some Ultramarines. Do you paint minis as well? Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started with some metallic. Just milling tread. Looking through application stuff. Nice. It's nice. Doing all the things. I just watched TikTok for 5 hours or so. Did a smidgen of self-care. Shower, eat, watch TV, went to bed. Was so mad at myself. Sometimes those nights are needed, though. Especially with how busy you've been, Jesse, with the basement stuff. I get that that's maybe not what you wanted to do, but maybe a veg out night is exactly what you needed. Just turn the old brain off. Turn the noggin off for a minute. I definitely have those nights where I just kind of zonk out. But I understand if that's not what you wanted to do for the night. Sorry, I put my reference image back up. So yeah, did that. Read more of my book. I'm getting through my book. I'm so glad to be back to reading. It's just really nice. I went ahead and ordered a case and stuff for my new little Kindle. For when I take it to Adepticon. Be all protected. I did the full-on, like, book talk thing. I got, like, a case and the pop socket so I can hold it easily. Yesterday was such a wash for me. It wasn't even funny. Uh-oh, we're all having that day. I definitely have that, like, when I'm busy and then I get a day where I don't have, like, a specific deadline. That's when I tend to crash and have one of those days. I'm like, F it. I'm gonna park it right here. As I just started painting, so looking for tips. What are you working on? What did you pick up to get started with? If you do have any questions, as you see I'm going, just let me know. Happy to help. I paint a lot of Warhammer. I also love to work on Kingdom Death, some Malifaux. I posted my Whiskey Golem, but I know Instagram's down at the moment. I'll go ahead and try to share it if you guys want to check it out. Not sure when it'll be back up here today, but posted the little Whiskey Golem today because he's cute. Hey, even Dave, welcome in. How are ya? I was looking at getting Kindle and I saw the price tag. For me, like, because I get a lot of the stuff digitally, it made sense. I also really want to get back to reading, and mine's always like a lighting issue. Like if I don't have really good bright light for the book, I kind of give up. If I can't read it really easily, I give up. So the backlighting for me was huge. Sometimes you just need a do nothing. Yeah. What did we call it last week? The rat night. Sometimes you just need to order a pizza, play your video game, have a rat night. Just got up on solo leveling last night. It's so good. I think it was overhyped for me. I didn't enjoy it as much as... I think I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes. I think it got overhyped for me. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I was trying to decide if I give it like a couple more just to see. But I think it got overhyped. So close on the basement. I want to just keep making progress. Shelf for minis is almost done. I think a rest night can be really important, Jesse, because then you can attack it the next time. So I wouldn't be too upset at yourself, is what I'm trying to say. As someone who also gets upset at myself for those types of days. I don't get too upset. You've been really busy. What makes e-paper cost almost, 200 euros? Okay, mine was not that much. I did the little paper white. So it is one of the, not like the really top of the line one, but I really like it, Caddis. If you're trying to read more and if you're like me and the lighting is an issue, I think it's absolutely worth it. But I did not pay that much for mine, no. Let's see, Blood Bowl. Moonstone. This girl in the witch song. Very nice. Welcome in. I was reading Dune recently and I still don't know what's going on. I saw part 1 and part 2 and I kind of get it. Decided to read the book. I'm slowly starting to understand. The worms are the god. I have only seen part 1, so I don't know a whole lot, but I am sure others, yeah, like Painted So, I'm sure others have read it. Well, welcome on in. I would like to see part 2 here at some point. We're not real big on going to the theater, but when I can, I will definitely watch it. First one was really, really good. Anyone else have plans to go see part 2? I know a few people have already gone this past weekend. I know it's happening as a feature of Dune, not a bug. I'm an anime newbie, that's my taste probably. No, it's, I know a lot of people are enjoying it, Veritable. I think I just got a little overhyped. I know others are enjoying it, though. I just need to decide if I give it another chance or not. Couple more maybe like if I've got a day where I'm just painting and I can throw it on, I may do that. Hey Gris, welcome in. New to the stream, Space Marine is looking beefy. Thank you. These are Centurions. They are indeed quite beefy. They are a squad of 3. These are the assault variety. There's also the like Devastator ones that are ranged. But we are doing March for Macragge. So every year, a lot of people for March will do Ultramarines. So yesterday we did a Desolation Squad. So there's one that we started. And today I've got the Centurions trying to get them kind of caught up so we can finish them together. But yeah, if anyone's new to stream, hi, I'm Nikki. We paint a lot of Warhammer here. I have several 40K and Age of Sigmar armies. Here's one of my lizards from my personal army. These are a commission. But I've got some lizards, I've got space wolves, Tyrannid, Eldar, Skaven, Slanesh. I also like to work on things like Kingdom Death, which I'll give a creepy mini warning. If you don't like creepy, look away for a second. This is Gorm. He's my sweet baby. We work on creepy things. And I also really love Malifaux. We were working on this whiskey golem the other day. So there's my other baby. But yeah, welcome in. We're happy to have you. Centurions are big chunguses. Chungai? I like Chungai. I'm gonna go with Chungai. Rise, hello, Irabai. How we doing today? Welcome in. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Or if you're working on anything, we would love to hear what projects you've got. But since I love doing the book, the way people talking about the second one makes me maybe want to watch them. I want to watch part 1 with less mood gummies before I go see part 2. That's probably a good idea. Every single character in Dune's dialect is thought out in careful analysis. I feel like it'd probably be, yeah, going back to read the book after. Sounds like a good time. I have seen it. Very pretty movie. Also, hello. How are you today? Horseman says, I plan on seeing 2. My wife is trying to watch the first part. Oh, is having trouble getting through it. That's fair. Vortex, welcome in. How are you? Chungai is the way. Let's see. I like creepy too. I'm also a huge Dune nerd, so I see my people in this chat. Thanks so to all for the welcome. Welcome in. Yeah, that was, I don't know, that's another like series I never just got into. Like, I don't think I really knew it was a thing until I was older. So I don't know a whole lot, but we have a few people in here. Yeah, read the books and done more stuff with it. We should show them the owl. The owl is on socials if you guys want to check it out. Thank you, Slam, for throwing those in the chat as well. He's not back here with me, or I would. He is up front in the game room. Send out the keg warrior. My lord, everyone will be drunk. That's the plan. The who? We have... great. There is an owl from Kingdom Death that freaks out part of my chat. It is the blushing owl from Kingdom Death. Which, I'm excited. It went on sale again, so more people will be working on it. We'll get to see even more owls, chat. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. See, I'm hoping to watch Dune 2 tomorrow. Facebook being down's a problem. Oh, talking to my friend. I know, I was trying to get all my go lives ready, and I couldn't. Really frustrating. I always hate that moment of, like, wait, did I get banned? Is it down? What's happening? Why is it not working? Dude, welcome in. How are you? I'm also excited for the Dune Awakening game that is coming out. The new teaser looks so good. Sorry. I think I've seen a tabletop game and a video game. Which one is that, Warpsmith Chris? Which one are you excited for? Catch me up here as a Dune noob. Catch me up here. If you don't mind. I remember being a young person looking at the sci-fi shelf in Barnes & Noble and some old nerd telling me Dune was great. I know Dune, there are a number of Dune board games out there. I have some friends really into it. And part 1, it's pretty neat. Let's see, if you have any anime recs for a noob, throw them at me. Because what I need is another thing to do with my free time. What type of stuff do you like to watch? And then I am happy to give some, either here or the Discord. That way you have it in text and you can like save a list. It might be easier. What type of stuff do you like to watch? Then I will load you up. You got another owl? I did not. I'm hoping other people were able to pick up their owls so that we may owl together. I don't need another owl. Well, at least not now. At least not now, I don't. Autofire, welcome in. How are ya? Welcome in, Ravenlord. Hello. Yeah, have you met Dragon Ball Z? Let's see, Dune has flown under the radar for a while. It's definitely the Lord of the Rings of sci-fi. The reason we have things like Terminator and Star Wars. Maybe I need to pick it up. Maybe I need to do it. Is that Lumi? Welcome in. How are ya? Welcome, welcome. If I goof that up, please let me know. I want to make sure I get your name right. We're working on some Ultramarines today and talking Dune as you come in. How are ya? Drop some thoughts in Discord. Sweet. Yeah, happy to help. What is everyone watching anime-wise? Just to like, while we're talking watching stuff, what is everyone watching? If you're looking for a romance one, which is very different than Solo Leveling, I understand. I don't tend to watch a lot of them, but Sign of Affection is very cute. Very, very cute. And then I am doing the One Piece journey. I am now to Water 7, that arc. And yeah, I'm going to be watching that forever. Fully Cooley in the Weird Anime Camp, hell yeah. Isn't a bit of Warhammer lore kind of based on Dune? I think so. I think that's right. At least not now. Warhammer is definitely based in part on Dune, certain aspects anyway. I was going to say, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think I've seen people mention that, yeah. It's really cool, like, going back to those first series, right? Where, like, things do take inspiration and things from. It's cool to, like, see the original form of some of it. Dune for sure is Stone Cold classic. I've always meant to read the follow-up books. I mean, now that I got my Kindle, maybe I'm gonna throw those on there. Now that I have it, I can just, like, read the world, you know? That's how it feels like. Like, I'll just put it on here. I'm good. I will read the world. Alright. There's probably more silver that I'm missing, but I'm gonna go ahead and start recess washing for now. Also getting silver everywhere, because that pot is old. Just clumping. I read Dune when I was 15. Really too young to really fully appreciate it then, I think. I haven't seen either of the new Dune movies. It would be interesting if you did, like, a reread now. And, like, see how much you get out of it now. Okay, so it's for anyone getting into the book, so if you do decide to hop in, chat, hang in there. It might be a slog to start out, but it's so worth it. So I would imagine it's a lot of world building to start, right? And that involves me reading, which is less than a fun experience. Oh, I'm sorry. I've always loved reading. Yeah, the only thing that really slowed me down was lighting, and now that I've got that sorted, I'm cruising again. I've read more this last week than God I haven't forever. I guess that's not entirely true. I was reading a lot of manga. I wanted to get back to novels. But that was my mouth. And now I can read both. Dune was a book. Oh, on your university course. I listened to most of the Dune books via Audible. Gets a little confusing after a few books. I did English language and lit. There's a module on sci-fi and fantasy. Really enjoyed it. Not a big surprise. That's cool that it was like a separate module. I'm trying to remember from like what I had to read in school, if there were ones I really enjoyed. Man, it's been a bit. I'm trying to like remember what I even had. Tell you ones I didn't like. Friggin' like Old Man in the Sea and stuff like that. Gross. I think we did 1984, which I did like. Mice and Men, read that, like that. I feel like it deserves room on the small sci-fi section, though. I read it as an audiobook while working on a boring data entry job in college. Made it easier to get through some of the slow bits. Stellar Mass Jack, welcome in. How are you? Aren't they cool? I never see people working on them, so I'm happy we have some today. How are you? We're talking books as you come in. It started with Dune and has kind of evolved from that. How are you? I experienced the Dune universe, the RTS games and the movies. I have books on Audible, but they're after I finish. Oh, Siege of Terra 2 and 3. I would also like to read those. I got, what was it, Solar War? Also on my Kindle. Reading the World. It's fine. Things on my watch list so far. We've got Solo Leveling, Jujutsu Kaisen, Dragon Ball, hell yeah. I would say if you're going to do Dragon Ball, start with... Okay, I'm going to give a slight... Start with original Dragon Ball. I'm going to give the warning that is of its time. There's some cringe in there, but of its time. So, but yes, absolutely start with the original. I think it's required. One Piece, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood. I'll recommend Brotherhood in there. And Evangelion, Kill la Kill. Okay, you got some good stuff in there. That's a good list. I'm trying to think if there's any like huge ones I would throw in there on top of it. One of my personal favorites, and especially if you like the kind of darker or psychological, because you've got a couple in there that definitely are. Steins Gate is it's actually one of my favorite video games, and the anime is a very good adaptation of it. I would throw Steins Gate in there. Psychopaths, but only season 1. Also very good. And South in the Module was actually that. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry. Ian M. Banks. Terry Pratchett. I need to read some Terry Pratchett. I've not read any of those books. I need to try them. I had to explain the Space Witch sex cult from Chapter House Dune to someone on the weekend. It was an experience, especially because we're all drunk at the time. It's like I'm playing Tomb Raider and PS1. Although, maybe the career thing worked out. I think so, Slime. I think so. Yeah, don't watch Dragon Ball GT. You don't need to watch that. Just pretend that doesn't exist. Hey, Yuri, welcome in. I am actually using, so let me rinse this because I need to. This is actually from Monument Hobbies. So this is their size 1, but it is smaller than like a size 1 from like Winsor Newton or Raphael. So this is their size 1, and I like it for washes. If I were to order more, I'd probably go up a couple sizes. But yeah, that is their size 1. How are you today? I tend to use a 1 or a 2 from like Raphael or Winsor Newton, things like that. Theirs are a bit smaller. But for this wash, it's pretty nice. Is there anything you're working on? Welcome in. Kogias also very good. Mir, welcome in. How are you? We've got minis back today. How are you? Watch back now. It's mystery. Oh, and comedy. I need to find that one, Rise. I have not seen that one. Isaac Asimov's Foundation series is also good. That's another one I probably need. There's like some of those classics that I haven't read that I really should. And I feel like that definitely on the list. Oh, what's that? Neuromancer? feel like that one I had on my list and I need to maybe bump it up. Watch a Shinji, you just don't consider it canon? I mean, I did watch it. If you were just super duper needing more Dragon Ball content, then maybe. If you're a completionist like me, then sure. If you're not, I'd give it a skip, honestly. Have I been pretty good? I get to talk about anime Rex and paint some plastic dudes today, so it's a good day. Take it. The angle made it look smaller. Feel like working on an Iraqi T62 armor modeler here. Welcome on in. Yeah, so here on the channel, I usually paint a lot of Warhammer. I tend to prefer more of the fantasy and sci-fi stuff. But if there's anything I'm using that may be a little different, let me know. How long have you been doing the modeling? Welcome, welcome in. I know, well, I was gonna say my stuff's very different, but I'm sure some of the techniques and stuff are the same. Neuromancer's on the shelf, yet to read. Your all-time... Okay, I'm gonna bump it up the list then. Chat like, yes, absolutely. Alright, I bump it up the list. It's one of those that I've had sitting for a bit, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm ready to dive into that just yet. Sounds like now is the time. I wish audiobooks weren't so... I wish I could do audiobooks. I wish I didn't... Like, I wish my brain didn't tune out after, like, 10 minutes. But that's okay. We'll get there. I will reread it every year. Oh, you do the rereads? Bees, welcome in. How are you? Neuromancer somehow never clicked for me. Oh, Snow Crash is a more definitive cyberpunk novel for you. I've not heard of Snow Crash. It's also very good. Okay. I feel like we just need to pile into the Discord and make a big ol' list. We need to make a list of sci-fi here. Like the essentials, if anyone needed to catch up. I'm not a big fan of the neon cyberpunk worlds. I've wanted to get Neuromancer. 15-ish years for modeling since I was 10. That's awesome. Well, welcome in. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just start edge highlighting. Get all the tedious bits started here. We'll come back for purity seals and other details here in a bit. Rearing is something I'm watching at the moment. Probably the best anime of the last decade. Better than Attack on Titan, JJK. I need to go back to it. The first episode was a little slow for me. So I was like, Scott, you enjoy this. I'm gonna wander off. And then apparently it gets pretty good. I need to go back to it. I think Scott said on one of the, like, listings for, like, one of the websites that finally beat out Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's pretty nuts. Because I think that's been there for forever. Audiobooks feel too monotone. That's fair. I know they have, like, at least the Black Library stuff has the audio dramas, too. Which I guess they do more of the sound effects and kind of featured voices and stuff. I don't know if that would be worth looking into. Seven Years was interesting. I really preferred the first half over the second half. So you two like being really sad. Amazing. We're just, you know, doing a little bit of a psych eval here with... That very much is worth looking to... Yeah, I don't know how many of those would, like, be available, but I know at least Black Library has the, like, audio dramas. Maybe that's more up your alley. I can't do any of it. I'm too visual. Oh, Nate Pombat, welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for that sub, for 8 months of support. Thank you, thank you. How are you? What is new? What do we were? Oh, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Those are going out to Popsicle Moon. I am Centurion. Marissa, Nastor, and Asnabal. Enjoy those emotes, those subs from Napalm Bat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How have you been? Good to see ya. We're working on some Ultramarines today. You come in just in time for Edge highlighting. Welcome, welcome. The Stellarman says, it was fantastic, weird, but yeah, first half's the best part, second half's just insanely good world building, and it was playing, oh, okay. Interesting. I got to gush about book series with a coworker yesterday. I recommend a lot of books. I'll just rehash that convo here. Yeah, I feel like I just need to catch up on some of the basics. You guys always talk Expanse too, and I do want to read those. And I'm just gonna add this reading backlog on top of my other backlogs. Maybe Rise. When we moved bots, I kind of pulled over the ones we used the most. So we got hype. I think that's good. That's good. Sometimes just gotta refresh things up, right? I'll be honest, I don't like having a ton of commands. Things that are just like sitting in there for forever. And when we moved over, I pulled over the stuff we use the most. Yeah, so it may be in the old bot still. Look at those little toes. Yeah, welcome in everybody. If you like to see the other stuff that I've been working on. Oh, sorry, my bot had just done it. I need to pay attention. I posted our little whiskey golem today, so he's up on Instagram and TikTok. Tomorrow, chat, no stream, but you do get a YouTube video. My Piccolo repaint for our anime repaints goes up tomorrow, along with our first tutorial that is members only. We're going to kind of see how that works over on the YouTube. That goes up tomorrow, and I'm going to record the February challenge. So I would say if you were part of the February challenge, make sure I've got your photos in the tracker. I'll be going through all of that tomorrow morning. So no stream tomorrow, but YouTube video. Yay, YouTube. If anyone wanted to join for the March challenge, that's in our Discord. It's actually anything goes. So if there is something that you want to finish in time for Adepticon, or another event, maybe there's a model that's been sitting in your backlog for forever, come join the challenge. We've been doing showcases at the end with everyone who finishes. Just kind of fun to see all of it come together. Did I mention The Expanse? Oh, sorry, I did mention The Expanser. I was like, I mentioned the show to anyone who said the word sci-fi. I might as well mention the books too. You gave me recommendations too. I get to plan a trip to the bookstore for my holidays. There is something just kind of magical about a bookstore trip. Getting to browse and see what all is there. I did think about that with like the Kindle. It's like, oh, well, I don't think I'm going to buy a whole lot more physical books unless I just really like a book. I guess it would just be the manga now, but being able to go pick up stuff, anything that looks interesting. I'll do like bookstore trips. Now it'll be window shopping again. All right. Shoulder. Little guy's coming along pretty quickly. It's nice. Because we got 3 of them. They're a good spot to start reading the 40K books. I was thinking of starting The Lion, Son of the Forest, or Flame of Damnation, because I like the idea of Legion of the Damned. So there's kind of 2 thoughts to it. It's, do you want to start way back with Heresy and like the world building? Or it's kind of like what you've mentioned, where you've got a specific like chapter or something that you want to start reading. I think either work. It sounds like you've kind of got some stuff picked out. Chat, is there anything kind of related to what Napalm's got in the chat that you would recommend as well? I haven't read some of the more recent narrative stuff. Like, I know with the launch boxes and stuff, they do the new novels, but I haven't read those. My first that I read was actually the Space Wolf Omnibus, which I actually really like because it shows like the whole process of becoming a Space Marine, at least for the Space Wolves, and that was kind of fun. So I would say if you've already got some picked out and you already kind of know the world, probably a good place to start. But some people do start back with the Heresy books, so Horus Rising, and kind of work their way that way. Dawn of Fire might be a good starting point. It's the current timeline. So yeah, if you want maybe not as chapter specific, but current stuff going on, check it out. See if it's something to catch your eye. Yeah, I think a lot of the 40K you can kind of hop around and kind of pick what you're interested in, and then you have the overarching narrative with that series for what's happening. That's what you want. If you want one-off books or some series, multiple recommendations for each. There are a couple series that I think everyone just kind of recommends in general. So like the Eisenhorn series is always one that people recommend. Gaunt's Ghosts is another popular one. But those are series if you want to dive into a series. Hey, Death Angel, welcome in. They're not. These are actually a commission. So I've got some Desolation Squad and Centurions. I myself have Space Wolves. Welcome on in. What's your favorite? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, these are for Scorch Panda in the chat. We are doing March 4 Macragge. This is my first year to actually join in with some Ultramarines. So we're going to get these boys together here this week for March for Macragge. Templar and Tyranids. I also have Tyranids. Welcome, welcome in. Tyranids have been fun with Leviathan. Oh, that box would have been perfect for you, huh? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've got Space Wolves, I've got Tyranid, Eldar, and I'm starting Emperor's Children because I'm just basically betting on us getting a codex after World Eaters got theirs. So that's what I've got on my end. What are you working on for your armies? Orion, welcome back in. How are you? We've got Ultramarines today. What you up to? Trying to get some edge highlighting done before we do some more detail work. You're doing March on. See, that's what I usually do, Jazzy. It's like, here we go. Everyone working on their Ultramarines. I got my bogs. And Twitter's doing the same, which is fun. Oh, the word bird trilogy is really good. The audiobooks of Eisenhorn are awesome. I picked up. I have a bunch of the Humble bundles where they do the Warhammer book bundles. So I just went through that and like threw everything that I had that I was interested in onto the old Kindle. So Eisenhorn's on there. I think what else was in there. I think that's where Solar War came from. So start that. Infinite and the Divine, after you guys were talking about it, I threw that on for the Adepticon Drive. Read through that. Got a new box last month for my birthday. Just trying to get a World Eaters army started. My fam got my Tyranid box, which is just as good. Just as fun, right? That's awesome. We do love Warhammer birthday stuff. Welcome, welcome. It's kind of tricky getting up under their arms. They're too chonky. Too chonky. Sweet. It sounds like, yeah. Discord, if anyone's wanting to read more between the sci-fi talk and then now the Warhammer talk. Sounds like lots of book recommendations going in. Load up your Barnes & Noble trip. We love to see it. Need to get that one. Is anyone else working on March for Macragge? I know Cuttis was excited. Came in working or came in looking for it. The rest of my week will be these guys and Chaos Knights. I've also got the Lion, where I want to get at least the armor kind of fixed up this week. Before we dive into that cloak is going to keep me busy too. Before I start that, I want to get that armor right where I want it. Not the best painter for my minis, but I try. It's all practice. So you're doing just the right thing. All practice. Is there anything new you're trying right now with the minis? Need to find a marine to paint? Let's go, Caddis. Do we have some to pick from, or just... I don't know what your marine backlog is like. Every mini is progress. Yeah, you'll learn from each and every one you do. And that's the important bit. And then you can use all that for your next one. All practice. Facebook's back up. Sounds like things are starting to get fixed then. Good, good. I really want to get Chapter Master. Oh, Azrael, because that's what I go by. And literally everything from gaming to Discord. I wouldn't even buy the whole army just to have him on my desk. Yeah, I think a good paint project like that is fun too. Or don't even need the whole army, but having something like that to work on can be really fun. I have lots of marine bits. Oh, from over the years, gotcha. Hey, Bloody Queen, welcome in. I'm doing well. How are you? We're working on some Ultramarines again today. Trying to get behind all their cables and things at the moment, which is a little bit of a pain, but we'll get there. What are you up to? Fulgrim, hello, how are you? How do I keep getting a gifty from here? Someone must like me. They got a crush. How are you? How are you? Thank you to those who have gifted some subs. I appreciate the support. I know we had some yesterday from the community channel points. Napalm gifted some today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I am going to do the spiel for Partner Plus. We are pushing towards something called Partner Plus. Basically what that is if we unlock it, I get a better sub split from Twitch. So instead of 50-50 on subs, I get 60 and they get 40. So if you'd like to help us, exclamation sub if you want to read all this as I'm talking about it. Subbing with a paid sub, or moving your Prime or your gift sub over to a paid sub, all of those help. So essentially we have to have continuous subs for 3 months. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has done that. If you get your button to share your anniversary early, I will ask that you smash that button. Because we're going to be gone for Adepticon for a week. So, want to make sure we get it locked in. We have February locked in. We're trying to get March locked in. But thank you to everyone who has done that. I really appreciate it. Going to the 60-40 would be pretty huge for me, as this is my full-time gig. So thank you. What color is this? This is actually Fenrisian Gray that we are highlighting with. So the color that we did Macragge Blue. Then this is actually Ultramarine Blue from Army Painter. If you wanted a similar Games Workshop, it would be like Calgar Blue. And then Fenrisian for the edge highlight. Gilliman intimidates me. He's a big model paint, so he's got a lot of detail. I'll give the same advice I do for big models. One little bit at a time. You can break them down a little bit. That makes it a little less scary. Good. Hope you're also pretty good here. We've been talking books and anime and Warhams. That's a good day, I think. March for Nikki subs. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to make sure we lock it in. So, if you get the button, I'll just ask you to share it early. And we can see where we're at. So cool, I'm glad you like it. It's a fun scheme. It's not blues I get to work with a whole lot. It's kind of fun to get them out for this. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll keep cruising on our boy here. Because I've got 2 more to start after him, so... Just trying to get him kind of to a good point to move on to the next one. Because batch painting on stream is not my favorite thing to do, so. We'll get what we can before we move on to the next one. I'm gonna use that other cable and go yellow. Mixed up a little bit. Is there anything you guys are working on? Are those coming in the chat? What projects have we got? My Black Knight expansion for Kingdom Death also just came in, and I haven't really gone through it yet. I kind of want to go through that today. Because the Black Knight itself is pretty sick. Would like to start painting that here soon. I got so many things I want to work on. I need to focus, pick something. Thank you, Painted So. Yeah, African or European. Any painting related questions? How do you apply base coat? Brush or airbrush? I tend to do airbrush because it saves me a lot of time. You can do either though. Yeah. If you're doing it by hand, I might take another coat just to get it nice and smooth. I tend to do airbrush because it's a lot faster. And I like how nice and even it gets. So for me, I'll do that. But you can do either. You'll see that most of the things I bring on stream I've already done either a zenithal, because it's easier to see on camera, or I've already done my base coats. So deciding what to work on and sticking to it is by far the hardest part of painting. It sure can be, especially if you've got a bigger backlog. You just want everything done. It's tricky. Gotta run. Sounds good, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you later. Bye-byes for now. We need to start his little Centurion head brush thing. I don't know what to call it. The 60/40 works. You can be free. I think it'll be good. If we can get that unlocked and get YouTube rolling, I think I'll be a much happier streamer because I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with money coming in. Then I feel more comfortable playing more games and doing other stuff, you know? Chris says, I'm working on a customized Space Marine. Paint it as a Dune character. Trying to decide between Harkonnen or as a Sarjukar. I don't remember that, sorry. Probably going to go with Harkonnen. Currently working on the base. That's fun. I love projects that are like inspired by other things. So like the custom projects like that. Bringing in color schemes and little references. Love that. They're basically Astartes. There you go. Easy to convert over, it sounds like. Yeah, love projects like that. How cool. Alright, we'll get his little lenses too while we're here. What we may do is go ahead and wash our metallics and start our next boy. That's what we might do. The white and red of the Sarjukar is very reminiscent. Oh, white scars. Especially than the Mongolian throat singing. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. I guess, like, I need to rewatch it. I'm not thinking about, like, color schemes. Like, if you had told me it's this scheme, it's like, I don't remember. But that makes sense. If you had to pick one, would you rather be a Space Marine from 40K, or a Spartan 2 from Halo? You don't wake up as one, you gotta go through the actual augmentation. What do you think, chat? I was gonna say, I feel like Halo would be easier to... But I'm also not a complete expert. I have played the games, but if there's more to it than what's in there, I wouldn't know it. Depends which Astartes. Cheese seed roulette pass. Jason Mine says nope. Noping out immediately. I feel like if I had to go through it, Probably Halo, unless there's just some horrific thing I don't know about. Which there could be. I don't know. At least with Halo, your soul isn't in the equation, right, Moonhenge? Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Some important things to consider, yeah. I like the Halos coming up again today, too. It's great. We were talking Halo yesterday and Halo today. Become a Helldiver. There you go. Oh, fell asleep again. Maybe you should, as much as I love having you here, Rise, maybe you need the sleep. If you need to sleep, we will be here. Keep you company. The Spartan 2 program has a pretty, low success rate. Like an act. I think that's always my thing with, like the Primaris stuff, right? Crossing the Rubicon is supposed to be some dangerous thing, but they've all made it so far. So maybe the Halo thing actually dangerous. Always felt silly to me. Will they make it? Of course they will. Of course they will. It'll probably be less painful. Not a guarantee you succeed. It's like a 1 in 10 chance the augment fails. However, Space Marine's extremely painful, and you're conscious the whole time. Yeah. Yeah. Or Jimmy's spoken about the stock chunky model. Aren't they amazing? I kind of love them. I think when they first came out, I wasn't a fan. Now, I don't know. I kind of love them. Chat, what do you think of the Centurions? It's okay if you don't love them. I get it. When they first came out, I don't think anyone really loved them. But I don't know. Looking back, they're kind of fun. I think because we also got more chunky stuff, too. So it, like, fits in with more of the newer stuff, I feel. When you fail the Spartan program, do you become a monk-like servant to your successful Spartan friends? Or lobotomize, become a robo-slave, and considered less than human? Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider, I think. Has anyone used the paint Dwarven Gold from Reaper? I was using it, seemed to have poor coverage and a green tint, while the color initially looks to have a reddish tint, and wondering if anyone else has. I've used other metallics from Reaper, and they definitely take another coat. Reaper in general is just thinner and tends to need another coat more than if you're working with Citadel or Vallejo. That color I don't think I've used specifically, but yeah, Reaper tends to need another coat. A lot of times with Reaper, I'll do a base coat as like Vallejo, and then I'll like layer with Reaper. I also tend to stick to like skin tones, cloth work, that kind of stuff for their paints. I think that's where they really excel. Yeah, no worries. I hope that helps. Someone made a mod of these and basically all made them taller, made a difference. I like them, but convert the converter models with longer legs. What are they using for that? I don't think I've seen those. Blake Queen says, I'm painting my husband's Imperial Guards army. I paint them since 2020. The crap never ends. When I'm close, the man shows up with more miniatures. Yeah, sorry. I'm laughing because that's how my armies are too. And then I'm laughing because I know that they just got some new boxes and things, and that's probably what you're working on right now. I'm sorry. That is how the Warhammer armies go. Yep. Well, I mean, since you got those others painted, it's time, obviously, for the next batch, right? That's how it goes. Reaper metallics are also a bit hit or miss. Yeah, I feel like I've liked a couple, and then some others I'm like, maybe not this one. But I couldn't tell you which ones, just because I tend to stick to the metallics I know and use a lot. I think if anything, I'd want to try more of the Vallejo metallics. I feel like they're the closest to what I'd like replace something with. The monument ones are also very nice. I think it's just a matter of finding something with enough variety. Life Man is welcome in. These would look way cooler in yellow with aggressor heads. Hello, how are you? Welcome in for more chunky boys. What you up to today? It says, I love them. I had a set of them and I followed a tutorial I found that made them a little taller. Okay, so I just need to find this conversion. They're beastly looking, but Sally fell off the project. I can always come back. Come back. Phobos legs is what I've seen. Let me look. Is there a... Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, if you guys want to, that might be the one Osiris was using. The link is there in chat if you want to check that out. If you want some tall boy Centurions. I have it pulled up so I can take a better look later. How do you do the lining on them? So for lining, do you mean the edge highlight or like the recess washes? For the recesses, I'm just doing a wash. I'm doing Agrex right now. I did Nuln Oil for the armor. The edge highlighting, I'm just going really carefully by hand. The rose gold's a fairly unique one. That one's a cool paint. I don't have I don't have anything to put it on, but I've played with it a little bit and it's a neat paint. Very pretty. I wish I had more reason to use a rose gold. Oh, you did blade guard heads for the melee ones? I never know. I know you guys are like kit fashion stuff. I'm not so good at remembering where pieces are from. And it's not my strength. Mandy Goblins, welcome in. How are you? That's how normal humans get into Space Marine cosplay. They climb into the costume and the feet are at the knees. I always love watching that because, like, at Adepticon, there's usually a couple people that have the bigger cosplays. And they stomp around for a bit. I love watching them get into those. Takes like a couple people to get them up into it. We need more yellow Centurions. Nikki, you let me know. I am ready for whatever you want to give my way. I took the second skin off my tattoos, but now I have to make sure I don't scratch them. But it was making me crazy. It had to come off. I started to use rose gold as a highlight for other gold. Oh, on one of my discarded Blood Bowl teams. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought of it as a highlight. But I guess I could see that working, depending on the gold you've got. Maybe someday. Should do a YouTube series which is called Non-Kit Batches. You're just building the models normally. That's all I can handle. That's what you get. I can do a head swap. Very fancy. Just swapping out a helmet head for a not helmet head. This one looks slightly more wolfy. I'll take it. That is my expertise when it comes to kit bashing. That's all I got. It's a subtle effect, but interesting. Yeah, that sounds neat. I wouldn't have thought of it as a highlight. But yeah, depending on the gold, it'd be cool. Content. That's right. Rumors there's gonna be a wider Death Corps of Krieg release. I feel like ever since the Kill Team, people are just kind of waiting to see if that's gonna be a thing. If those ponies come to plastic. I'm not even like a huge guard person, but the ponies are cool. Speaking of, I think I'm in danger with the new Dark Oath stuff. Those are really neat. And we've been playing more Sigmar, and I've already got Chaos. And those are tempting. Plus, they've got critters. I like critters. It's tempting. Valrex said it's probably true. No. Totally rumors. You must all do the charade, that's right. But no, I think ever since the Kill Team, that makes sense. That's not a wild one to assume. Kind of like I'm already banking on Emperor's Children. I keep goofing my army with Alive Madness's army. I keep saying the wrong thing. Sorry. I talk good. This is my job. Talk good. You know, it's rumored there's gonna be more Primarch releases in the future? No way, Slam. No way. Sub Macragge, guys. Mikey, welcome in. Vapid, hello. How are you? Wow, that's so cool. She's the coolest person ever, says my 6-year-old brother watching you. Thank you. No, you're the coolest. Thanks for coming to watch. Would you like to see the rest of my Space Marines? Here, I will show you. Here's what we're working on today. And then I've got 2 more of them that we're going to work on after, kind of when I get these washes all on. And then they're going to go with these guys that have guns that look like Nerf guns. And that'll be part of an army. So welcome on in. 6-year-old is half right. I know, I am the coolest. You don't have to say it. You know what really... Oh. T-shirt cannons on the Centurions? They're actually scaled. Oh. A thought, Slam. Thought for your blood angels. My dogs are sharing my plain scrambled eggs. What is it for me? As he posted a video of the hobby chat. Okay, so the conversion also in Discord, it sounds like, if you guys wanted to see that. I want the Templar boarding party. Oh, or Tyranids. You should put a lot of wolf tails on Centurions. Well, when yours come in, Alive and Madness, we will do that. Don't you worry. I've got so many wolf tails because I don't use them. I will just cover yours in them. I got you, fam. Don't even worry about it. I'll go ahead and just dig them out now so that when we're ready, we will wolf tail it. Oh! Don't even worry, fam. Don't believe her? You can literally see my army. Yeah, I have photos. I'll get them. I'll get that, Slam. Alright. I think I see a couple edges I need to highlight. Let me figure out what's going on here. I feel like that's a lot of silver, but I might leave it for right now until I come back. I think it might be time to start our next boy. To relax in the evening, Nikki jumps into a pit full of wolf tails. Scrooge McDuck style. That's actually what's in the closet behind me. That's my wolf tail pool. Yep. I just keep hoarding them because I love them so much. And I just jump in them. Nikki wouldn't take the time to drill some barrels. No chance she puts wolf tail on my Centurions. I mean, it's not a lot of effort to just, like, squeeze some glue into a container. Drop in the wolf tails. Drop in your Centurion. That's not a lot of effort. I can do that. Just roll it around a little bit. That's not too bad. I can do that. I know that you really, really want me to, so don't worry. What she might do is pour them inside the drop pods and send them along so when I open them, tails go everywhere. A piñata. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Sadie gets a paddling pool full of plastic balls. Scott fills up your paddling pool with pounds of more Kai bits. Yep. Yep. That's all I can say. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's start our next boy. I know we've got more of the weapons and stuff, but like I feel like we got a pretty good feel for how these are gonna look. So let's dive into the next one. Too lazy to drill barrels, but I'll spend hours trying to fix a bit so it won't break off. Wolf Tails is packing peanuts. It's very on brand. I kind of like it. I'll Otherwise, yeah, go get that sleep. We'll see you later. Happy to have ya, but make sure you get rest. Is important. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye for now. I wasn't supposed to reveal it in Twitch chat. That's okay. Is that Retributor? It is. It's Retributor with an Macragge wash. If you guys like my gold. Obviously, it's not finished here just yet. But my gold is also up on YouTube. Exclamation YouTube will get you there. Exclamation gold will get you there as well. Painted so, welcome home. Matt Woods is working and lurking. Keep up the vibes. Thanks so much for lurking. I hope work's going well. Thank you, thank you. We'll keep vibing and painting Ultramarines while I fight my Retributor. I have an old pot of Retributor and it's fighting me. So many avenues. It's just everywhere slam. Left, right. Where's it going? Tomorrow, no new YouTube video. Hopefully it does well. We're manifesting. Manifesting good repaint video. Piccolo and I are gonna break the YouTubes. Together. YouTube. That's right. We diversified the link portfolio. That's right. You ask me questions enough times, there will be a command. Manifesting, that's right. What did we aggressive festing? Yes. We're doing full aggressive festing. It's gonna work. It's gonna be cool. Or else. Or else. That's where we're at. I'm at that stage of my content creation career. Is it's gonna be cool or else. I need to go eat. Thank you again for the gift sub. I always appreciate the advice or feedback from you. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with us. We will see you later. Enjoy foods. Catch you next time. Thank you everyone for coming to spend part of your Tuesday with us. You're working and lurking. I really appreciate it. And keep you company here today. I can't even read that out loud, Sea Decker. You're on your own. I guess for 2 days you can have it. But that's it. We go back to other projects. Aggressive Fest the completion. Yep. It won't be long till our conversations are a separate language. If anyone stumbles into our DMs, it's just like it's not even an issue because I won't be able to understand it. It's just a fever dream. You know what Nikki appreciates even more? Money. That is Slam's very sweet way of reminding everyone that we are working toward Partner Plus. Thank you to everyone who has updated their sub. I do appreciate it. I think I'm going to start throwing it into the stream title so we can keep an eye on it. It is below the stream, but I know people ask and want to help. I will throw it there too. Filled with nonsense. X-Files screen caps. We're to the movie now, Mikey. We have found the movie. So next time we get to watch, it's movie time. We finished season 5. Was it it had some silly name. Fight the Future or something. Sounded very, like, much more Power Rangers than X-Files, but that's what we'll be watching. We fight in the future, that's right. What'd you think of the finale? Thought it was okay. I don't know, the last couple episodes didn't really grab me. They were fine. I've learned I don't really care for the overall conspiracy thing. It's the silly shit is what I really like for the X-Files. That's fine though. I do appreciate that like every season ends with, oh no, we're off the X-Files. And then we come right back to them, you know? Obviously, it's not a cliffhanger knowing that there's, like, 11 seasons, so it's just kind of funny at this point. But, like, at the time, I could see, yeah, like, oh no. Mulder was rubber banding again, yeah. Season 6 is a good one. Has my favorite episode ever. Okay. I will let you know as we go what we're at. Yeah, I think that's still the biggest thing, is when we go to the conspiracy stuff, Mulder's just a different person, and I kind of hate him. Because all of a sudden he's a jerk again, and I don't like it. It's just so whiplashy. And I don't really understand why. Oh, Discord's right. It's okay. It sounds like things are slowly coming back up this morning. Good. I guess if anyone else was trying to like post to Instagram or post in Discord, sounds like it's coming back. Network TVs, the rest of get canceled, yeah. Yeah. So an episode in season 6 takes the conspiracy, turns out it's in a funny way, makes you nostalgic about baseball, so many other things. I feel like that will be a one I enjoy then. I like the weirder episodes. And I like the silly. The silly have been my favorite. But I feel like it's a... Thank you, Keith. I feel like it's almost... how do I put it? It's almost like the Dragon Ball stuff, right? Where you have to have like those serious episodes for the silly episodes to be so funny. Like you have to have the just the horrific episodes so that you can enjoy the silly ones. I feel like it's kind of that effect, where they've now become my favorite. Top episodes far: The Circus, Freak Show, The Shape-Shifting Dude, Elephant Man Meets Cher, and the most recent Vampire one. The Vampire one was fantastic. KT, welcome in. How are you? If you haven't watched Farscape, you're missing out. It's weird and silly as standard. I'll have to look. I have heard of Farscape, but I don't know like a whole lot about it. Is it just me or is that notification super tiny? Oh, the sound effect? Do you think it should be bigger? I feel like since you hear it, I didn't want it to be too big. Yes, you have to have the Saiyan Saga to enjoy the Bad Man shirt. Yeah. Or the driving exam, or a lot of the stuff that Super does. Like, one of my favorite things with Super that, like, and again, this is my preaching that you have to go back to original Dragon Ball, is they're teaching the, like, technique to put them in the rice cooker, which was, like, this whole thing in the original. And now it's Piccolo doing a cell phone video on how to do it. You don't appreciate that unless you've had the... And I think I'm having the same thing with X-Files, where because we've had horrific Roach Man, I can enjoy the the silliness. I think it's the same effect on me. Doing good here, KT. We're working on more Ultramarines, so here's where we're at. These are the Centurions. This is the assault loadout. So they have a ranged loadout as well. But we've got the assault ones today. So we're just cruising through, getting some details started. We got one pretty far along. I'm going to try and catch this next one up. I don't know, maybe with 3 we can batch paint. Maybe that's an okay amount for today. Since we don't have to do the full 5. Maybe we just keep working on our gold. I was going to go 1 by 1, but maybe we can do 2 here together. Barely read who claimed it. I think just because it's in the chat. I don't even know that we need it on screen. Or when should Vegeta punch his trunks? Being able to pop Super Saiyan. Yeah, it's you don't appreciate those little moments until you've had the very serious ones, you know? I think I'm having that with X-Files. I super enjoy the silly because of it. This is a commission. Yep, these are for Scorched Panda in chat. He wasn't feeling well yesterday. Hope he's feeling better today. He is normally in chat, but hopefully getting some rest today. So these are going to go with those Desolation Marines we worked on yesterday. All the same army. It's fun because Panda's working on some Ultramarines along with me. So we're just taking a big old chunk out of this army this month. X-Files in a nutshell. Kill it with fire, but then Mulder doesn't like fire. I still love the episode where there's a fire and he just like ran into it. No prep, no mask, no anything. Just head straight into fire. Gonna shower, get breakfast, be back in a bit. Sounds good. We'll be here. But yeah, there's our X-Files update. It's been fun. I'm really glad we started it. I'm excited to see what the movie has in store for us. I have no idea if that... Like, are the movies like Dragon Ball movies? Are these like completely not canon? Are we heading into silliness? I don't know what to expect. You don't have to answer, chat. That's my thought here, as I know movie is next. I have no idea what's ahead of us. Avian, hello, how are you? I hope work is going well. Oh, it's Blarden. Okay, sorry. All good. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I hope it gets better. Sorry. Is what I meant to say. Sounds like you got a busy week. Knock out the stuffs. The reason he doesn't like it is he never learned the basics of what not to do. That may be it, yeah. My favorite from last episode was the top-tier Delta Force operator staying in front of the doors opening. Yes, and getting shotgun in the chest. I did love. They were both like, wait a second, don't do... Okay. Okay. Well. You know, you gotta learn one way or another. And I think you learned. But it's been fun. Enjoyed it quite a bit. Between X-Files and One Piece, I've got a lot of good content to watch here for a while. It's been great. Yeah, I'm a soldier, but even I know. Played Rainbow Six. I'm pretty much an expert. What's that other one you guys played? That you were all experts. What was that one called? Wild something. Wildlands, there it is. That's the one. Clearly experts. When we were excellent, is what you meant to say. Experts. Yeah, X-Files, the old TV show, yep. I never watched it when it was on TV. I actually like caught an episode when I was too young and it scared me, but my mom loved X-Files. So I put it off for forever, and Slam had a similar story, so we both decided to watch it. And it's been fun. Now we love the theme song. Even though it used to scare us. It's not our fault they didn't pack our parachutes that day. Hey, Delinquent, welcome in. How are you? They are really cool. I never seen them being worked on, so I'm glad we have them today. How are you? Just getting the trim on our last one started. It's a squad of 3, so we got one kind of worked up. He still needs some highlights and things, but I'm trying to get the other 2 kind of caught up here. Put them back in frame here. You guys can see the full squad. But yeah, they're pretty neat. Do you have some yourself? I think today's mission is I need to figure out what basing we're doing. Go back and see what Panda's got on his other Ultramarines. Maybe get that started so it can dry while I'm working on YouTube stuff. I'm curious how well you do once you get to the last seasons. Not the revival, but the end of the OG run. I will be sure to report back. As far as I know, our plan is to just keep on cruising through all of it. So whatever lies ahead of us. I think when I beefed it off my bike and dug a 20-foot-long trench with my face was probably my fault. But other than that, a well-oiled machine. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that was yours. I'm gonna blame Exalted, though. For sure. I don't think that could be you. Oh, amazing. Is anyone else playing any fun games right now? I mentioned earlier I started the Super Mario RPG, which is pretty cute. I never played the original, so I don't know. I can't like compare to the original, but it's pretty cute. I'm enjoying it. Got through the first like little section of it last night. Hurts me to be banned from stream. It's pretty good, Slam. Pretty good. So every time you mention stream clips, I go back. Slam streams when? Slam streams when? I need you to get the application to get the job so you can stream again. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Omega, welcome in. How are you? The models nobody likes. They've grown on me. I'll say that. When they first came out, I wasn't a fan. Now, they're kind of fun. How are you? What you up to today? These are joining some Ultramarines. We are doing March for Macragge. We also have, I feel like another model that might be a little, people may be on the fence about, the Desolation Squad. We did kind of find out, though, that these guns are kind of in scale with the Centurions. Anyone wanted to use that information? But, yeah, just trying to get what we can done for March here. These are for Scorch Panda in the chat. It's a fault of jank and sadness. It's great. I'll put that on my cover letter. You have to employ me. My friend said I have to live stream broken games. Yeah. Yeah. Then they're like, oh, well, of course. The job is yours. And then they hand you something cool. I don't know what it is yet, but they do it. They give it to you. Just a giant paycheck. And then you stream. That's it. I've been painting stuff. Ultramarine adjacent, I might add. Been painting, oh, Kazarkin, color of the Ultramar Auxilia. Very cool. Welcome on in. Are we enjoying the project? How's it coming along? I wish my dogs would change their preferred spot to play from my lap to anywhere else in the house. Little hard to do anything else when they're there, right? I'm scrapping the ultra shit off Marnius, painting my Iron Hand scheme. Hee 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 hee. I like the mischievous giggles now. Some of the Imperial Fists we were working on, Alive Madness has done the same. Just gone through and just scraped stuff off. It's great stealing characters for other armies. It always makes me giggle. I also mischievously giggle. That's pretty different painting Tyranids and Gene Stealer cults all the time. Yeah. I can imagine. Just painting armor and different stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so much. Hey, Ruinstad! Found a modeling tutorial for Centurions. Just how stout they are. Helps with the overall look. A couple people in chat have mentioned the same. I think one ended up in the Discord if anyone's looking for it. Welcome on in. How are you? Just trying to get metallics on these boys now. My Marnius is a Graf Captain with a heavy bolt rifle and a Raven Guard head. All the bits. Since the Tyranids are behemoth, I tend to keep all of my models tied together and with the Battle of Macragge theme. So whatever Imperial Guard unit I do, I paint as the Ultramar Auxilia. That's cool. So don't paint Ultramarines. Those are my brother's army. This is as close as I can get. That's really fun to like tie that all in together, though. I like that. It's a good idea. Man, all of my metallics have seen better days. Let me get this together here. I don't know what happened, but my poor metallics are suffering. think what happened is I tried to combine paint pots and I didn't put enough thinner in with them. I think is what is happening. Alright, here we go. Trying this again. That's a bit better. It's fun to have a fluff reason to link your faction together. Yeah, I think that's great. I think especially because like so many of the launch boxes and stuff have like the other army on the base too. It's kind of fun to be like, oh, there's a Tyranid on this base and it's my friend's Tyranid. Like, I know Exalted put some of my Tyranids on his base. I put Ultramarines on my bases. It's kind of fun to do. One of my Space Wolves has Scott's Necrons on the base. Fun to tie them together like that, right? A course friend of mine made the mistake of asking me about, what's that Warhammer thing you said you were into the other day? Uh-oh. Did you get the PowerPoint out? I feel like that's PowerPoint time. Sorry, a poster. You guys are into posters. Do I have some PowerPoint slides for you? I did have a lot of questions asked, one of which was, so can you make up your own stuff? Love it. Love it. That's, I think Exalted said he had just, like, recently convinced a coworker to hop into. Everyone's just spreading Warhammer at work. I love it. Just as a base, most of my army is the same to make them feel like they're on the same planet. My friends always make their Tyranid bits on bases according to my colors. I love that. It's so fun. And they look so good all together. I was apologizing before, during, and after the whole experience. I love it. It's always fun introducing people to Warhammer. I still kind of struggle when, like, I'm out and about and people are like, well, what do you do for work? I'm like, well, I paint tiny plastic men that you can fight with on the table. And they're just like, what? And people pay me to watch that. Yep, that's my job. But it's an interesting hobby to explain to someone who maybe is not in the know. That's for sure. Except for one guy who hates our color scheme. Yeah, forget him. Oh, we're opposite when it comes to colors. This is about the grimdark and about the colorful dudes. That's fair. I'm a big fan of the colorful in Warhams. Grimdark's fine, but especially for bugs, like, that's in nature. They have bright colors. So, of course, go crazy with the bugs. It actually did occur to me how hard it is to describe what Warhammer actually is. Yeah, I'd heard about it, just what they thought. Oh, it was a board game? I'd say for, I guess, less playing, but like when I explain my job, I tend to start like, oh, I paint figures. I go D&D now. And I think more people have a easier time. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you need those figures to play the game. And then I kind of go into, like, Warhammer's actually a big... You need more of those to play the game, but similar idea. Where they have stats and they do different things. And so I've kind of switched over to explaining it that way. I think it's helped a little bit, as D&D is now more popular. People still give me the goofy look sometimes, but I feel like I've had better luck going that route. It's also stuff you take more for granted knowing you. Absolutely. I didn't know what D&D was. Oh, okay, to give you the full context. Gotcha. You are on newbie nerd. Someone super not into the gaming side of stuff. Stupid thing. Oh, I just flubbed my way into another silver piece, thank God. Don't you move, Mr. Man. Got stuff to paint. Hey, Blonde Cow, welcome in. Nowadays, Warhammer is so big. They know... Oh, they may know Dark type, but I don't know how deep their rabbit hole goes. That's true. That's true. I had, like, the biggest sigh of relief when my tattoo artist asked me what I do. And she actually knew Warhammer, I think, through her husband. It's like, oh, I don't have to explain what that is. You're a step ahead when I normally have to have this talk. Ever Warhammer is playing with the old plastic green army men, but there's just a lot of rules. That's, yeah. A lot of rules. A lot of rules. Alright, let's get his drilly army bits. That is the, yep, codex definition of these. Drilly army bits. I pay 10 more points for drilly army bits. And it just hit the tedious of batch painting. Just hit me across the face. There's always that point. We just hit it, chat. Yeah. But they're looking good, so we'll keep at it. I heard the Drooly Army Bits actually got a point increase. The latest White Dwarf chapter approved. Codex Space Marine, Arcs of Omen, Warzone, Macragge. Yep. You can find more of them in the boarding patrol. Better to go for the Rudy Tooty point and shooty loadout. Way more meta. Yes, absolutely. Big agree. Big fan of the Rudy Tooty point and shooty meta. Rudus Tootus point and shoot us. Amazing. We have to do like some serious tournament at some point, Slam. Just to bring our root tootin' ways to serious Warhammer. Just for funsies. What are these guys called? These are Centurions. That is in my stream title if you're looking them up. If you need the spelling. Yeah, Centurions. This is the Assault Squad. They also have a ranged loadout. The rootin' tootin' loadout, obviously. My elder advice has been, you get a Bright Lance, you get a Bright Lance, everyone gets a Bright Lance. It's a good strategy, to be fair. Good strategy. Man, I think the problem is, yes, it's batch painting, but the fact that my metallics are so gunked up is probably not helping me. So I just feel like I'm fighting it the whole time. After stream here, maybe that's my first thing before lunch is these paints where they need to be. They're kind of ticking me off. You know? Anyone gonna be doing some painting later today? Maybe after work and all that. What have we got? I think what I may do is build the rest of the keyword with that whiskey golem. I kind of want to get the next Malifaux crew started. I was sad that the ones I wanted to do the sugar skull color scheme didn't quite turn out how I was wanting. It kind of made me put Malifaux down for a bit, but I kind of want to get back to them. I've got some like drunken monks. I've got the Tanuki. I think they'd be fun to work on. I might get those built. Do some more work stuff. My mask off some orcs. Let's go. I'm excited to see him slam. Did you throw them in if you wanted to for the challenge? If anyone else needs to throw in for the March challenge, that's in our Discord. I'll do the streamer thing. No stream tomorrow because I'm going to be recording the one for February. So we will have the new repaint video going up. And I will be recording for the February challenge. Get that video up and rolling. Spider ogres! I know I had them on Sub Sunday and chat said no. We'll try again. Chat said I had to finish that silly whiskey golem instead. We go again. Because they are also part of my Tin Thunders. You painted Infinity miniatures before. I've done a couple. I don't enjoy the game, so like I'm not playing it actively. But I've painted a couple and they're really fun. It's fun doing kind of their style with like a lot of the non-metallic and things like that. What about you? Have you worked on some? I wasn't a fan of all the like nested rules and stuff. And I know I've heard the new edition's supposed to be better about that, but it really turned me off from the game, unfortunately. But yeah, I wanna work on some more Malifaux here. Get a couple more crews together. I need to see what else goes with the Spider Ogre, because I feel like I had one that goes with them, and I don't remember what it was. We work on that kind of together. I feel like it's like a character that I need to get to go with them. That I probably have, and I just don't remember who it is. Okay, I don't want to fight the silver. We're gonna go ahead and just work on this boy for a little bit. The silver is awful. I've worked on a few. I haven't played the game much yet. Love their sci-fi aesthetic, though. They have some really cool models, for sure. I just didn't care for the game itself as much. So what I had Ariadna, and my husband had Pano. Was what we had. I think we still have a fair amount of the models. We just aren't playing it. But they got some cool stuff. Been tempted by Infinity more than a few times. If we had enjoyed it more, I would paint more. But instead, I have Kingdom Death, and way too much Kingdom Death to work on, so I will work on that instead. And Malifaux, of course. I'm supposed to be working on Bushido for Adepticon, but I think I'm just gonna roll with what I've got. Do any other stuff to work on? I had a good time with Infinity the few times I played Infinity 1. Yeah, I've heard the new rule sets make it a bit easier, but say Riot, Infinity fan. Also working on some sweet stuff. Saw Doom 2, and the entire audience erupted in excitement when Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward showed up and they took care of the pest keeper problem. See, just get them in there. Call the professionals. Get Reba in there too. More things need Reba in it. I do have Gambler's Chest, yeah. It's a lot more than that. We have the King to still work on. We have the Gambler himself to still work on. And then all those narrative sculpts. It's so much stuff. On top of the like painter stuff I pick up on the sales too. It's so much. I love them all, but I have to start working on. Never gonna make it. I'm never gonna make it. Code 1 is pretty simplified. That's all I've gotten into so far. Once the basement's finished, I'm gonna get the moonstone painted. I need to base my second little crew. I never finished the basing for them. They're fun to work on. No one's painted moonstone. Those are fun little sculpts. Dune 3 is gonna have Reba, yes. And fan favorite Melvin. Freaking Melvin. I hear Magic the Gathering is working on a Universes Beyond. Oh, for Tremors? I mean, they've been working on everything else. Throw Tremors in. Why not? It's wild how much Magic's been adding. Absolutely wild how many decks there are now. Just like if we want to play some Moonstone. I don't mean to be rude. I don't want to commit to any games. If we have it and we have time, absolutely. I don't want to commit to anything. Some of you are probably really annoyed that I keep doing that, but I don't want to be like, yes, we're going to play, and I say that to 10 people, and then we don't play, and then everyone's mad at me. So, if there is time and we have it, absolutely. If there's not, then no one's hurt. The fact that Kevin... That helps a lot with the game, the 6 degrees or whatever. If you put Kevin Bacon in Magic, that saves a lot of trouble. Yeah, puts him 2 degrees of separation from Fortnite. Yep. It helps dramatically. Yes, I'm sorry. If anyone's like, oh my god, why won't she play with me? I don't want to overcommit myself. But if there's time, absolutely. Especially with friends coming in from the UK, I want to make sure that they get to do whatever they want to do while they're here. I tap Kevin Bacon, which alone is a great sentence. And 1 blue mana to counter your Graboid. Kevin Bacon would never be a blue deck, you monster. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Scott. Sorry, I thought Slam was messing with you. Formally putting in your petition, it's going in the same place. In the same place. Because here's the thing, chat. If I say yes to 1 person, then all of a sudden I now have to play like 10 games. If there's time, cool. If there's not, also cool. Done. Done. I'm so racist against blue-white, it's not even funny. I have found just not playing makes me the happiest about Magic. If I just don't play, then I'm good with Magic. I just ignore it. I'll check out the decks when they do reveals, and then I don't touch it. And that's when I'm happiest with Magic. He's gonna be an angel with life gain? He would be, yeah. But it's like green-black decks. I loved green-red when I played. And I had some werewolf decks. Green-red was my jam. I get big critters. I get some fun stuff that like procs more critters. I get some immediate damage. Green-red was my jam. I did have a green-white for when I wanted to be annoying, though. Because white is hella annoying. When I had to win quests for the day, I would swap over to my green-white. Nikki, they're everywhere. I always do critters, it's true. Critters are my weakness. It's true. Get the varmint right. All these blue players, get them out. Alright, let's edge highlight. More Fenrisian blue. No, gray, sorry. Fenrisian gray. Even though it's blue. Oh, what time is it? Oh, okay. We still have a full hour. I mean, yay, more stream. So the big mono red is fun. It's just, yeah, when I had to like win stuff on arena, not always the best play. If you didn't get going in time, you were in trouble pretty quick for mono red. Baby's losing her mind. Go the opposite. Somehow it's noon. I've gotten almost nothing done today. Collectively, we've gotten a lot done. I just don't want to batch paint. Like a sprinter with a pacemaker. You do real good at the start, and then we just implode at the end, yeah. I just don't like batch painting. That's all. I do okay when I can just, like, zonk out with some music. Here on stream, it's harder for me. Because, like, I trying to be entertaining when you're not doing something entertaining is not fun. This is not exciting things to talk about. This is the hard part. It's like, in here, I'm doing the exact same thing again. Mono red was slow, but it was a dragon deck. So if it did get going, it was rough. That's what I always ran into. Is red was fun if you got the jump right off the bat. If you didn't, it was a pretty miserable experience. So much of the deck is making sure you can get something, like, immediately to get it going. If we average our work together, that's right, Jesse. Teamwork makes the dream work. We just pool them together. We good. I'm glad we're getting it done. And I'm glad I get to do March for Macragge. I just don't like Patrick. Catch all. Catch all. I think that's why I have so much fun bringing Kingdom Death and, like, Malifaux and stuff on stream, is they're essentially, even if it's, like, a keyword, they're all little characters. They're all a little different. That helps me quite a bit. Speaking of, I owe you guys a Sub Sunday poll. I'm trying to go through the backlog and see if there's more fun stuff to add. So far, we have Slanesh. We have a Kingdom Death Stonebreaker model. I think I am going to add the little Tanuki for a Sub Sunday. And then I've got to find, like, one more thing to throw on there, I think. I could just go with 3. Maybe then you won't tie it if I only give you 3. That's my issue, so many choices. See, playing black or red is like normal Monopoly. Playing against white or blue is like the Monopoly board is nothing but get out of jail free, pass go, collect $200. Yep. Yep. So much of it is just like the synergy. And I was trying to, like, explain to Scott why white annoys me so much. It's like it has such good synergy. So where, like, after a point, you don't have to think. Like, it's just a matter of you play a card which procs 4 other things, and you don't have to do anything. And I just never felt that with, like, black, or even with green. Red could get some of it, but you had to build up to it. White's just pretty, like, you get it. It's just there. It doesn't feel very balanced when the others take much more work to get going. And that's where it's frustrating. Because I couldn't find anything else that had the same level of synergy right off the bat. It's the passive. You received your combat phase. The thing that happens every turn. That's what I mean, though. It's synergized to do that. Yeah. Like, it's just set up to not have to think. And I didn't see any other decks that you could do that with. Other than blue. I would hate Yu-Gi-Oh! My brother played Yu-Gi-Oh! I never got into, like, any of it. I know very, very little about Yu-Gi-Oh! I do know that it's a lot of, like, cascading effects, though. This happens, so this happens, so this happens. My friends want me to make a commander deck for an upcoming event. I'm really debating whether or not to go full-on control counterspell deck or not. I don't even play you, and I hate this deck. Slam, that's the one. Your card costs 2 mana? Yeah, it's 3/4, it flies. It has lifelink, vigilance. When you kill it, it comes back immediately for free. And spawns another one. And adds a token to everything else. Yeah, exactly. That's why white's so annoying. Because all of that is just built in. No other deck can do that. Really annoying. Like, if I could do something similar with green, I would do it. That's why I built my green-white deck. Because I got tired of that happening to me. So when I did the, I think it was the Drist, like, deck. My jam is plastic, not cardboard. Mine now, too. Yeah. Getting past the silliness of the anime, or it's a fun game. Or was, so you don't know anymore. That's fair. Blue-white's always been toxic. It's a lot. Hey, so Leland, welcome in. The work you've done is excellent. Handling so many details so beautifully. It's a work of art. But one broadcasting. Oh, nope. Let's not put other women down. We don't do that here. No. But thank you. Thank you for the compliments on my painting. How are you today? We don't put other women down. Don't do that. They are free to do that, and you're free to not watch it. Well, you could design Magic the Gathering cards after like 2 weeks of Arena. Yeah, Slam already working on his own card game. I know he's lurking, but it's like, I can make this better. That's why we build the game engine, right? Brown GG, thank you so much for the lurk. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Blue is what makes it toxic. Blue plus anything. It's Blue's fault. It's Blue's fault. I just want to cruel ultimatum people as many times as possible. It's the perfect Magic card. Sorry, I don't remember it by name. I don't know if that was common when I was playing. I don't like the name, and I know you've got blue, so I already don't like it. I already don't like it, whatever it is. I will say, for anyone coming in, we work in a lot of Warhammer here, so I paint a lot of miniatures. Today we got Centurions for Warhammer 40K. The other day we were working on this adorable piece. This is the Whiskey Golem from Malifaux. This other gremlin needs to be moved back behind, so he's actually drinking the whiskey coming out of that keg there. But I need to get basing started before we finish him up. I also really love to work on Kingdom Death. What else we got? Some other display pieces. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to answer any. If you'd like to see what else I'm working on, I think Instagram is now back up. You can check it out there. Let's see, this says white has 6 wraiths with 2 hitting all permanents being exiled. Boring as all get out. Yeah, it's just frustrating. And then, yeah, like you said, one's just boring. I don't know. I am glad that I learned Magic. I am glad that I know how it works, how all the cards and stuff work. Would I ever go back to it? Maybe for Commander, if like people wanted to play. I have some werewolves I would play, but no, I'm good. I'm good watching from afar. I don't need that in my life again. In high school, we called blue zero-sum fun because blue players drink misery. Yeah. Cause Frozen, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. We are working on some Centurions, which I don't think I ever see getting worked on. So we're giving them some love today. We are marching for Macragge for the month. How was your stream? What were we up to today? Let me show you what we got. We've got these two we've started today. We've got one more a little further behind. And they're going to go with some Desolation Marines. So that's all we've got. How was stream? What's everyone working on? Welcome everybody coming in. We're talking Magic the Gathering as you come in. Now you're caught up. Let's see. 7 mana. Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, black, black, black. Red, red. Opponent sacrifices a creature. Loses 5 life. Discards 3 cards. You draw 3 cards. Gain 5 life. Get a creature from your graveyard to the hand. I'm glad Slam's back in time to read that. And Gail, welcome in. How are you today? You're an Ultras too. What have you got for yours? And a Scourge Panda. Hello. Who on earth would ask us to do that? Here's where our boys are. Here's our chunky lads from today. Panda from yesterday. Oh, I kept working on them after stream. I've started some Hazard Stripes. They're not quite done yet. But the rest of the squad also coming together. We are cruising on along here. For Macragge. But that's what I've got. Everyone coming over with that raid. What are we working on? What projects have we got? Luckily, my blood pressure's already high from working out. We should have to play other colors to make it work. That's true. That's true. You get to do all that for 1 blue. Love it. They're looking good. I'm just hitting the batch painting blues a little bit. But we're edge highlighting at the moment. I've got, unfortunately, my metallic paints need to be revived. So, I think that's slowing me down a bit. Annoying me. You're gonna be starting a Cryptic Command if you don't want to know the joys of playing against blue. I played with the Texas version to make things even more fun. I'm actively disliking Ravenlord more and more times. You think you know a person, and then you find out they play blue. Shake my head, my head. Just kidding, Ravenlord. A little bit. I won't play you, but... we will be doing decals. I'll be doing decals. Yeah. We need to figure out exactly what we're doing, but we'll be doing some decals. I think these guys, especially, with their giant shoulders, will get some cool decals. I think the Desolation squad, we have the 1 shoulder. Let's see what we can do. No, I'm not kidding. Oh. If anyone asks, tell them you're playing against me. I don't have time. I don't have time. Never have time. I need to get the right paint consistency for the edge highlight. When I use my wet palette, it comes out too thick. So I do the wet palette. I still add a little bit of water too. I'm trying to think what advice I would give for giving the right consistency. So yeah, I'm still thinning it on the wet palette itself. So it's the wet palette plus a little bit of water. Depending on the color, if you're getting closer to white, you said yours is too thick. But if your white starts to kind of break up on you, you can do flow improver, which helps. But yeah, wet palette with just a little bit of water for me. You want it to be able to drag pretty easily like that. I started playing Magic the Gathering too late to play fairies in Standard, but I made sure to make up for other formats. There's one that could be played in the opponent's turn to tap all their lands before they could cast spells. I'm like retroactively mad. These guys are so chunky and I love it. They grew on me. When they first launched, I wasn't a fan. Now I kind of love them. I think because more chunky things have also been released. Maybe they were a little ahead of their time. At first, though, I was like, what the heck is Games Workshop doing? What are these things? Now I think they fit in with the other stuff a little better. Yeah. The consistency of 3-day-old semi-skimmed milk that's been left on the colder side of the fridge for one of those days. Yes, that's exactly what we're aiming for here. Exactly it, Slam. Like I says, thank you. I've decided I hate myself. I'm doing a Chaos Space Marine theme that's going to be all about the edge highlight. You're going to be all trim and all edge highlight. You really do hate yourself. Are you okay, Blonde Cow? Anything you want to talk about? We're here. We're listening. We're here to support. Are you okay? Enjoy the hell, Drake. Yup, that's got plenty of both for you. You decide you want to do the heavy edge highlight route. My god. I don't hate myself that much. You written your will? Got your life insurance in order? Yep. Do all the important steps first before you dive in. Besides, there's only 10. I'm sorry, there are 10 legionaries on the list. Gotcha. Are you doing a like a kill team? As opposed to like a full army? Kill team, I could see it. Where you'd spend a little bit more time on all that. Otherwise, yeah, I'm worried for you. Wait, these guys can fit in a Land Raider? But some, okay. All right. They take the space of 3. Yeah. There's other things that are smaller. I can't go in there, but okay. Okay. They can drop out of a Storm Raven too, along with the Brutalis Dread. Bloodcast is like 50% variety of chaff, 50% huge robots once it gets to like 2K in a year. Gotcha, okay. So starting there, building up. Very cool. I'm not painting a Land Raider right now. I am not. Turns out we are painting Centurions for anyone coming in. I clarified the Brutalis can drop from the Storm Raven or just the old Dreadnought, because I know the old Death Company Dreadnought can. I mean, I'm assuming so. Alive Madness plays tournaments, so if he's saying it's dropping out of the Storm Raven, I would assume that's. I would assume that's the answer. Yeah. I defer to the nerd. I'm about to make that sound clip just so that you can play it whenever you want. Sometimes we just need the extra, you know? Just so you have it whenever you need it. We got Legionaries, Cultists, and Pink Horrors, Defiler, Soulgrinder, Forge, and Maulerfiend. No Helldrake, because I don't hate myself that much. A wise move. A wise move. I promise to only abuse it a little bit. Trust you with it. Gotta get my other GIF in here too. I need another just stream day. Work on emotes, work on stupid stuff. that I need. Maybe if I get some time tomorrow. Just have stupid stuff time. Brutalis has the keyword. Nobody takes a Storm Raven or Brutalis to a game, so FLG hasn't ruled otherwise. The Dark Oath article lists a release date for the army set. They have not. They never do. No. That would be far too helpful, Scorch Panda. Far too helpful. We only get the pre-order articles. Alright, let's go ahead and do the same for this boy. I know I'm hopping between these two, but it's kind of whatever I can stand to do at the moment. I'm also tempted, Panda. Just because I already have Slaves to Darkness and everything looks thick. I like the critters a lot. I like the ponies. They're just cool. And I've already got a bunch of Dark Oath from like previous releases. Sorry, I'm getting painted. They look so neat, yeah. I'm glad that they're getting kind of their own thing. I think it makes sense when you keep releasing all those like special things. Give them their own faction. Let them rock. Anyone else thinking about picking up the new Dark Oath box? I think especially with Scott playing more Sigmar, and I'm more interested in Sigmar at the moment. Makes more sense than picking up 40K stuff. At least for now. No chaos. No chaos. Wait's done for the first time in ages, but it's okay. I only feel like I'm gonna die a lot. What did you end up doing, Slam? What was on the program for today? Getting started. Yes. The last time I went up in weights, so like added on to what I was doing, I also felt like death for about a week. Hey, Beyond Flex, welcome back in. Are AdMech a headache to paint? AdMech are unique in that they have so much of the metallic that if you're... I feel like that's where it gets a little tedious for a lot of people. And where I hear like a lot of people will kind of drop it for a little bit. If you're okay working with the metallics or you find a quick way to get through that, then I don't think they're too bad. But that seems to be where everyone gets a little bogged down, is the actual... I think it's because a lot of people will do either the airbrushing or the contrast for all of the cloth, and then they have to go back to the metallics. And that's where a lot of people seem to lose steam on them. Has anyone in here painted AdMech? Want to add on to that? I've painted a little bit, but because Scott has that army, I haven't painted a lot of it. Like, I've got a call that I want to spend some time on, but that seems to be where people lose it, is going back for the metallics. I was actually looking at Sigmar. I might pick up Nighthaunt or Sigmarines. We'll see. Scuff 5x5. Super light. Keep movements back in. Yeah. Shoulder press, squat, bench press, standing row, deadlift with the barbell. That's a good place to start. Yeah. Everything hurts and I'm dying is a daily affirmation at the gym. Base coat in silver. Block in an oil wash for the metallics. Looks great. Yeah, I think the hard part is a lot of people start with the cloth for, yeah, contrast or airbrush, and then going back for the metallics is kind of a pain at that point. So if you've got a plan for that, I think that would help. That's where I've seen people kind of lose it. It's just so bad. I'm trying so hard, but it's just so bad. I might step away and put some more lotion on. I don't want to put too much on, but... But oh, well, I know Pickles. No joke. The days where I'm suffering in the gym, and I look down and he's there. I'm just like, fuck it, okay, fine. I'll do the last set. Fine. Fine, I'll do it. I can't disappoint Pickle. I can't. I can't do it. Kills me. I can't do it. I'll do the set. Fine. The hardest part about AdMech, the models have a lot of little bits hanging off. Whether that is the like kind of tentacles, they've got like the antenna, they've got all kinds of little stuff. Be careful with for sure. I know Call has a bunch, but even like the smaller guys have it too. Didn't you dodge? I think DBZ's acted like gym motivation for more people than any real efforts turn. Yes. Yes. I want to be a Super Saiyan. I want. Yeah. It got me too. When I got back into it, it's like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to be like them. That and getting into Berserk. Or the... When I say those series just like saved me. Like I'm not exaggerating. Alright. Let's edge highlight. I mean, let's edge highlight. Then you got your hair blued. Yeah, look at me. I'm a god now. Look at me. We can do it. We can do this, chat. We can edge highlight. Make him look cool. Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God Nikki, yes. Or SSB, SSGN. Yep. Yep. Please to look forward to. It was really fun having to explain, because that was how it was abbreviated. Oh god, Sadie. There was a Funko Pop at the game store, and I had to like explain that to Scott, and he's just like, why? For Berserk, I'm gonna say, I don't think the anime is great from what I've heard. The manga's where it's at. The manga. I'm gonna stop you. I don't think the anime is great from what I've heard. You want to manga it up for Berserk. The manga is one of the best things I've ever read. So I'm gonna point you back toward that way. Point you back toward the manga. Third was apparently an absolute travesty. Yeah, I'm gonna point you back that direction. Yeah, sorry. Manga, one of the best things I've ever read. Absolutely love. I'm obsessed. Anime, I've heard, is not great. Like Spirits Within level. Jesus, Spirits Within. I would say, based on what you've added into your list, you probably like some of the same stuff I do. Veritable. It's the, maybe the more darker psychological stuff. If that is the case, you will love Berserk. It's very, very good. Straight Ultramarine hours, it comes full circle. I feel like we should do another Ultramarine watch at some point. You know, it's just good community bonding. For Ultramarine. It was good bonding experience. Surviving that movie together. Those poor new people we've suckered into the hobby. Like, you want to watch Ultramarines? They're like, yeah, I love Ultramarines. And then we watched that. Look upon this in despair. This makes them more appreciative of their Warhammer Plus subscription. Definitely into the dark psych stuff. But I'm cool with funnier stuff too. Yeah. I'm just getting a feel for what you like. You like that stuff. You like Berserk. Call the Vodulence. I don't know what's happening. Romance is really the only thing I can't get on board with generally. I tend to not go for that, or I can't do a lot of slice of life. Like, I can do it every now and then, but I tend to get a little bored. Okay. That helps. Anyone else watching? I need to start Shogun. I've heard it's very good. Where's my clip of Sacred Warhammer? Slam ban someone? I do need to come up with something for banning. I don't know that I want to go Warhammer with it, but it's on my list, though. I haven't had a stream day in a bit. I need to. My gosh darn YouTube taking up all my time. Did you full layer the model? Oh, with Calgar Blue. So what we did, and this one's a little unique because I'm matching an army, but I did a full base coat of Macragge Blue. From the top of the model, I did Ultramarine Blue from Army Painter. I don't recommend this paint. I don't like Army Painter. But it is very similar to Calgar Blue. It's just not what I have on this particular mini. And then we're doing Fenrisian Gray. That's the workup you see here. But that's what we got. And of course, mecha stuff. Iron-Blooded Orphans, the Gundam. Really jumped in last night with Shogun or the Bear, and I picked Shogun. I've heard Shogun's very good. It's I do want to watch it at some point. I think there's like 3 or 4 episodes now. No Army Painter. Don't do it. Damn it, Panda, no. It's all good, Panda. We're gonna match these boys, but if you're working with Games Workshop paints, I will send you to Games Workshop paints rather than the Army Painter. It's all good. Some people like the Army Painter, and I've had good luck with it. I am not one of those people. I think knowing what works best for you is the correct answer for paint. Excuse me. Avian said P. Can I ban it? You gonna try the new Army Painter Fanatic range? No. No, I'm not. Unless they just want to try and make a believer out of me and send it to me. No, I will not. Not interested. I haven't watched any Gundam. Oh boy, does the name Iron-Blooded Orphans go hard, right? It's very good. Very, very. If you like, I would say that one's a little bit more focused on the people than the Gundam. That's why I liked it so much. It's very good. My Ultras are Citadel paints. We use Vallejo for them for the white bits and other parts. I think that's a good way to do it. Keep the, because Citadel has, like, the army colors. Easy to hop in with those. And then, obviously, for those paints that are easy to swap out. Blacks, whites, grays. You heard it! We need an email spam? No, I'm not interested. I really do not like their paints. If it works for other people, great. I'm super not interested. I don't know, a paint line's got to do something pretty special for me to even consider picking it up at this point. So I've got so many paints. It would have to do what I'm already doing better, and I don't know, not a lot of paints to do that. SSR Nikki and I split on the issue. Gundam always goes hard. Child Warriors is squeaky. So good. So good. Gundam is the only anime I'd ever watched before deciding to get into it. There are only adults in the Gundam anime, so I enjoy it more. If it is strictly politics, which a lot of the Gundam tends to be, I nope out pretty quick. Pretty boring to me. If you get very personal, I'm way more invested. Iron-Blooded Orphans leans toward more of the personal. Because I was sitting else and you keep the army looking the same. Yeah. Very important for a large army. Consistency, very important. Eighth MS team. I feel like I should. That's one that always gets like recommended. Next time I'm in a Gundam mood. If my anime kids aren't being alchemized with pets, I don't want it. Excuse me, I'm having a cry. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 8th MS team is Gundam Vietnam with Romeo and Juliet. Interesting. But yeah, that's one that always gets recommended. I just need to watch it. I'm just not always in Gundam mood, you know. Like every now and then I'm like, man, I kind of want to watch something Gundam. Not as often, I would say. Actual top 10 anime betrayal. No cap. For real, for real. Oh, God. All right. Getting there. Half an hour. I can do that. I can batch paint for half an hour. Professional mini painter. I can batch paint for 30 more minutes. Not anime. I know mecha's my thing because I watch Pacific Rim at least once a month. That does help with finding more shows to watch, though. Seems like a winner. Here in the next decade, we'll see the return of sick, nasty AMVs set to emo rock made in Windows Movie Maker. I kind of thought that with the Instagram you sent me, Slam. Was it the like machinima stuff? Big YouTuber, right? The time change is coming. I mean, soon summer is coming. No. Then the great sadness comes for Nikki. I'm saying. I need to build some more Gundams now one day. Maybe when I catch up on the 40K backlog. I saw people doing the anime repaints with the Gundam, and they looked absolutely insane, and I kind of want to try one. I think it would take me far too long, but I want to try one. Because I think so much of that's done before assembly. So you're having to paint all the pieces, assemble it, and still do the cell shading. I would need to look into it more, but they look sick when they're done. The same intro card of the title spinning into the blue background. That was the default setup, yep. Need more. Bring it back. It's been 72 days in a row here. Choosing to believe summer has already arrived. Gross. It is March. Gross. Can't. I can't do it. The sun comes out, Nikki needs to. No, I don't even go outside. Heck that. Then I get I get seasonal depression with the summer, so I'll be hiding for a bit. We're gonna try and be better about that this year. I think I did okay last year. We can do better. Guard the old brain meat. I have to completely ignore Gunpla while I get into minis, or I'll be homeless. It's always crazy with Gunpla because I feel like they're more cost effective than Warhammer. And they're a more satisfying build than Warhammer. So it depends. Depends. If you want just a really nice build, I would recommend Gunpla. But if you're building an army, then yeah, maybe avoid it for a bit. Sometimes I suddenly remember what it's like to want to be alive. We have yin yang seasonal depression. Yeah, winter, I'm great. Everyone else, I feel bad. Because they're suffering. Winter's great. Summer, I want to find a hole and just be there for a few months. Hey Kane, welcome in. Finished my first model, it looks great. Messed up a transfer a tad. Otherwise it was a super fun process. I can see how people get addicted. What was your first mini? Welcome, welcome. Here's what I'm working on. So I've got Centurions and some Desolation Marines for the Ultramarines. That's what I've got. What have you got? They're already slashing the price of Skull and Bones. That makes sense. You're a winter person as well? Yeah, summer can get out. Abandon summer forever. Yes. Get out. Let's see, it wasn't much of a mini. Oh, you started big. Went with a Night Warden. That's a big first mini. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've got a few knights that I am working on. Let me show you what I've got. I've got a few smaller ones. So I'm doing Chaos. But this is a project I've been working on. Got a few more pieces we need to add on. And then, let me get the one I really like. This big boy. Hello. Oh, my focus isn't. I gotta lean him down because he's real big. But he's fun because he's magnetized. Click. And click. Oh, it's similar scheme? Yes. Yes. Night friend. Night friend. They're so fun. Are you, okay, so that was your first one. Are you considering more knights? Something else? What you got on the table next? Or is that a one and done? We're good. We tried minis. Vegeta, welcome in. We're doing well. How are you? One of us. One of us. Sorry. I choose to not point out that a game made entirely focus on the piece of gameplay people say was really good in Black Flag. It's bombed terribly. Because that'd be petty. It's just... I kept seeing things, and I don't know how, like there was some, contract that, the game had to be put out. I don't know, there's some weird stuff about that game. And I've just kind of avoided all of it. But yeah, there's some weird stuff about Skull and Bones. See? They make things... Big ones, yes. Yes. I'm not magnetizing my infantry. Heck that. Heck it. Heck it right to heck. Big magnets, yes. Satisfying. Good for brain meat. Small magnets, no. Stressful. Bad for brain meat. Annoying. Singapore gave them money. The strings required it to be released. That's what it was. I couldn't remember exact details. And I don't think I had seen, a confirmation the first time I saw it. But yeah, there's just some weird stuff about that game. Let's see, as far as an army goes, I got 2 more armatures to paint up. I'd probably pour some Marine Knights, but I also want a Skitarii Ranger or 2. Those guys are really cool looking. I think if you're looking at army, they kind of go together too. They make sense to have those together. What is on my eye? Sorry, chat. Hold on. Okay. That's what happened in Suicide Squad 2. Rocksteady was contracted to make a game. They got then got the orders to make it a live service later on. Ubisoft and Rocksteady really ran a smokescreen for Bethesda, most disappointing game released in the last 6 months. It's just, I don't know. So many things are a mess. I'm just gonna go over here and play my indie games and have a blast. And they can sort all that out, I guess. They can sort all that out. You got a good work call. Good, Jazzy. Glad to hear that. You were overdue, I think, for good news. Good, good. Has there ever been a time where government investing in a game went well? Hmm. Yeah, can a triple A game really be disappointing? Now every time they just add more A's. They're like, what do you mean reviews are bombing? This is a quintuple A game. How dare you? Just don't ruin Indiana Jones. I already don't feel good about that game. I don't feel good about that. They had their like preview and stuff, and I'm just like, this feels pretty weird right off the bat. I don't know, maybe. I feel like it's not just me, but it felt pretty weird. Are we out of touch? No, it's the kids that are wrong. That's right. Big bad energy. Triple A game. Canada can get the game industry back on track. I would play. Kind of like a JRPG. Canadian RPG. I'd play them. Yeah, this quintuple A game took 10 years to develop. What do you mean it's bloated? Most of the work never saw the light of day. No way. No way. Untitled Canada Goose game. Long-awaited sequel. I would 10 out of 10 play. I never played the first Goose game. Well, Slam, I think we're coming up with more game ideas. You got your Unreal stuff finished up, right? You got your tutorial? You're gonna need it. If Skull and Bones is quadruple A, Star Citizen must be, yep, A cubed. If any game would have the balls to call itself quintuple A, it would be Star Citizen. My goodness. Oh yeah, I guess that would be it, right? Amount of money that's coming. Well, that's all learned. Downloaded into my brain. That's good. Good. Glad you've downloaded your knowledge. Good. $500 million. Pretty insane. Have you been following along with like any of the events and stuff they've been doing? Now that you're not streaming it, I don't know anything about Star Citizen. My D&D friend will occasionally say something, but like in between events, I have no idea what's happening. Been following it. I think it's fascinating, but yeah, when you're not streaming it or my friend doesn't say something, I don't think I catch it anywhere else. But obviously I'm not like in the community or anything for it, so. I did a server test the other week and it mostly worked. A solid 10 years of progress there. Servers meshing together as you travel between systems. Okay. I mean, that's pretty cool though. But that is now up and running. God. Alright, back to the silver, so let's fight the silver and then I will go get lunch. How's that sound, Jet? We'll fight the silver, dunk on Star Citizen, go get lunch. Break. So it's looking at the event list at Adepticon. The biggest war machine of... I forgot about War Machine. It's 16 people and hasn't even sold out. I think the last thing I saw about War Machine. I think the last thing I saw is because they're doing like the 3D printed stuff. They were shipping things without like proper packing material. So, like everything was arriving broken, busted. I don't think I've heard of anything since then. Okay, let's touch that up later. That's fine. So I'm not surprised. Not surprised. If you ever want to point to something, show the folly of adding stuff and never refining. It's that poor game. It was interesting learning more as like you were playing it. As someone who hadn't really looked into it before. It was interesting to learn about. Vacuum Instance is 16% sold out in seconds. Well, hopefully that means next year they'll get more spots then. Maybe they'll, you know, take War Machine spots. Hopefully that, I mean, that's a good sign. Good sign for growth. Hopefully that means next time they'll get more spots. Real case of form over function, almost all situations. Also a game that people really want to see made, hence why it's such ungodly cash. Yeah. They're just riding on that, which is interesting to see as well. Still not feeling great? Sounds good, Panda. Have a good one. Hope that you're feeling better soon. Get all the rest. Get some fluids, some food if you can. We'll catch you later. Bye-byes for now. Sorry you're not feeling great still. Every time I see something about Star Citizen, I remember a comp sci professor making us chant, out of scope, in a course one time. That seems, yep. They probably could have used that chant. Good reason there's a chant. I don't know. I kind of relate as a full-time creative. Sometimes there's just so much you want to do and you don't, or you just assume that you're going to get through it anyway, and you don't. Turns out. Time doesn't move differently for you as much as you want it to. So, like, I understand. Empathetic to a point. I know a lot of people get upset with, like, Kingdom Death, too, for, like, scope things. And it's like, you know what? I totally get it, though. If that was my baby, I'd probably be the same way. Hard. Auntie Electric, welcome in. How are you? We're going blue. We've got more of our Ultramarines. How are you? Welcome back in. We have these very chunky boys today. I'll show you what I've got after I get these last pieces here. Okay, so these are Centurions. They have like almost like an exoskeleton with them. But they're very, very chunky compared to what we were working on yesterday, which are the little Desolation Squad. Much bigger, much more armor. How are you? Oh. Gotcha. Bearing in mind that Star Citizen was originally funded in 2013, the same year as the release of GTA 5 and Last of Us 1. Last of Us 2 is being remastered already. GTA 6 is probably going to release earlier than Star Citizen, probably. Probably. Uh-oh, we got a late night tonight, Sly. Hope it goes well. Pretty blue boys, thank you. No non-metallic on these. Nope, we're going to keep them with our regular metallics. We are matching an army that already exists, so we're going to stick to the metallics. We'll keep the non-metallic for our whiskey golem, which I'm close. Close. Hey, Marnius, welcome in. How are you today? We're working on some Centurions. What you up to? Trying to get the rest of these metallics before I go take lunch, because I am hungry. was getting worried. Yeah, no. No worries. We're all set. We got enough details to work on without that. Only Neri and the Whiskey Golem. Yep, that's enough for right now. That's enough for me to practice. Until we get those finished, and then I'll pick up another. Non-metallic is something I'm still trying to find, like, kind of my style, too. It's okay. It's getting there. Not great. We're getting there. I thought watching the Star Citizen drama was the Star Citizen game. It has become that, yeah. Yeah. Mostly for me, or like people like me that haven't put money into it, though. I just watch and hope for the best for my friends who have put some money toward it. That's all I can do. All I can do. I do watching the content creators. They just put so much effort in. I think that would be such a tough one to do content like creation around, because so much of it is community driven anyway. So like that's just another level of having to do things yourself, as opposed to like other games. It's really interesting. Has they done something new or just usual drama? I don't remember how we brought it up today. Oh, we were talking about quadruple A games, and then I said quintuple, and we figured that would have to be Star Citizen. If anyone was to claim it, I think it'd have to be Star Citizen. That's how we got here. The light box, how many sides should it have? Mine's a full box, but they're not all solid. So I have the, like the soft light coming from the sides. It's not all black. If that makes sense. Last year, there was a drought in patches. The live phone was super busted. Company hadn't communicated anything concrete for a month or so. A bunch of creators who are full-time were feeling the strain. They all hopped over to other things for a bit, because there's only so much you can retread for 8 to 10 years. Yeah. It's, I always feel bad. I thought AAA was the max. Yeah, the creators of Skull and Bones got under some, they've been memeing on them because they said it was a quadruple A game. And, I mean, we're talking about them today because they said it, so who knows. Painted, so thank you for the reminder. If anyone else needs to get some water. Self-care checkpoint. Eat some food, drink some water. Take those meds. Oh, it was the CEO. I couldn't remember the title. Yeah. They're trying to defend their game and gamers weren't having it. Space mining and trekking's mindless stuff, but every day for hours you have to try and make it entertaining. Yeah. While fighting against bug and disconnects, and yeah. It's rough, depending on what you decide to make content on. Hey Greenleaf, welcome in. How are you? What you up to today? Alright, I'm gonna get the spinning drilly thing, and then I'm done. Tapping out. I need work. I don't want to batch paint anymore. I want to get some food, work on YouTube. That's what I want to do. Make sure our video's all set for tomorrow. Speaking of, chat, if you're not following me on YouTube, go like and subscribe. We have another repaint going up tomorrow, as well as our first members-only tutorial. So for those who are asking, a member on YouTube is like a subscriber here on Twitch. And that's where I'm going to put everything that I used to do for Patreon. So I'm going to start doing my longer form tutorial content on YouTube. And those first ones will go up tomorrow. So if you want to see kind of how that works, that'll be tomorrow. But make sure you follow over there. I'm also going to be recording our February challenge tomorrow, so that's my plan. So no Twitch stream, but yes, YouTube content tomorrow. It'd be like badge paint all the time. So if the model spontaneously despawn, your paint pods yeet themselves across the room. Yeah, and you only get to badge paint Ultramarines. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I don't think I realized how much of that until like there's a couple other like games like that. Some of the like people who cover like manga or things like that. You've got this time in between. It's like, what do you make content for? Like it's such an interesting thing to have to figure out. How do you not lose your mind? I think it was like, especially like I started thinking about just because like obviously I've made a lot of stuff off Warhammer, right? And I'm trying to get away from just being Warhammer. And it's so interesting to kind of figure some of that out when that's what you've been doing for how many years. That's why you're in a position to think about what else you can do. I don't know, it's very interesting. I can't imagine having to come up with things to do within Star Citizen, and then you're actively fighting the game as well. Yeah, that would be a difficult spot. Minecraft, yeah. How much can you get out of daily Minecraft content? Yeah, no, it's crazy. Crazy when you start to think about it. Boyfriend's interested in minis. What brand of paint do you recommend? It's not the biggest investment, but is good enough. Are big brands worth it? I would say the quality of paint, yes. And I'm going to give you a very specific example because I had to do with it this week. I do not recommend, I'm going to start right off the bat. I don't recommend Army Painter. Army Painter is a cheaper paint. And if you're doing it for quick paints, for D&D figures, things like that, it'll get you started. For a little bit more, you can get Vallejo Model Color, which is a much better quality paint. So this paint will dry more matte. This paint has a better consistency, so it is easier to work with. It's easier to thin. It's easier to do the edge highlights, everything with. Does this work? Yes. Would I recommend this? Yes. Not Army Painter. Yeah, apparently they're going to get a new formula. I can't speak to that, obviously, yet. But I do think there is a difference in paint. The tough part comes to when I start to look at Citadel. This is more money. And the biggest benefit you get from Citadel is if you're doing an army, because they have the army colors. So if you wanted to do Citadel and you wanted to do Ultramarines, they have the Ultramarine colors. So that's kind of the benefit to using Citadel, is they have all those colors kind of ready to go, because that's obviously all within their system. Vallejo overall is my top recommendation, and it's going to be a little bit more than the Army Painter, but you get more paint than Citadel. So I will always recommend Vallejo. You do see a quality difference when you go up a little bit more. Vallejo's good, cheaper than GW, great coverage. Yeah, it'll be very similar in consistency to Games Workshop, but you get more in the bottle. One knock on my love Pro Acro. They want to mix, but mixing isn't great for armies. Yes. Yes. Yeah, no worries. I hope that helps. All right, on that note, I have to get some lunch. I'm very hungry. So, here is what we got. We got a lot done on these guys. I'm pretty happy with our progress, even though it was batch painting, which kind of drains me. But that's what that we've got. And then they will go with the Desolation Squad that we did yesterday. So I will keep working on them off stream to get them finished up, probably next week. Figure out basing and all of that. But there is our march for Macragge. My tongue is losing her mind. She's ready to play. It's time to wrap up, she says. So we will do that. So worth getting mini-specific acrylics. Yes. Yes, it is. Because they're designed. The consistency is right for them. If you try to do like the artist acrylics, they're going to be really, really thick. You can use them, but it's, I would say for a beginner, I wouldn't recommend it. All right, so wrapping up again tomorrow. We're going to be over on YouTube's. We have a new video going up. We have those first of the tutorials going up. And I will be recording the next round of goodies. Slam's got socials. I think Instagram is now back up. If you want to check out, I posted the Whiskey Golem today. Any likes, comments, shares, that all helps me out. And we do have our Discord. So if you want to go to Discord, if you have any other questions, I know we were talking books earlier. If anyone else wants book recommendations, it sounds like those are going to be in there. But that's kind of where we hang out in between streams. Otherwise, we'll be back on Sunday with something. I don't know yet. So it'll be a surprise for all of us. So yeah, check out YouTube tomorrow and then Sunday for stream. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to look for someone to rate. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the support. I will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye for now.